Good morning, good afternoon, where you are in the world, and welcome to another live commentary as I just forget my headphones are on the ground. And today is what? We're on the 19th stage. We've got two more stages after this. The big story today is that the stage has been truncated because, if I read the official announcement and put that in the chat maybe as well, I was quite astonished by this. I think we all were. It was a headline that we weren't really seeing coming, but the discovery of an outbreak of contagious nodular dermatitis affecting cattle in the herd located specifically in the Col de Sassis has necessitated the culling of the animals in the light of the distress experienced by the affected farmers, and in order to preserve the smooth running of the race, it has been decided in the agreement that the relevant authorities to modify the route of stage 19 and to avoid the ascent of Col de Sassis. So I mean, pretty weird stage, a pretty weird announcement, and I mean, I guess wouldn't it take their mind off? Well, I don't really understand it. So if anyone understands it, let me know in the chat. I'll try and get the official thing up as well, so you can see that. But bit of a strange one. Wasn't really on my bucket list or my bingo card for the Tour de France. But great to have so many people here in the chat. Oh my goodness, we are really limited to the amount of characters we can use in this chat. Thank you, YouTube. But we're gonna get the new start. There's 95 kilometers. Well, 92, I think, if you count out the other stuff in terms of the neutralized zone. But I mean, the interesting part here is we still have a fairly open race in terms of that third place. But I don't know if this has actually killed the Mountains jersey, because as we know, Tadej Pogacar sits in the lead of that. And I think now with losing a climb, we've got still 20, and we've got 20 there for the final climb, and then we've got 5 points. So we've got 45 points up for grabs. Obviously, he's not leading that by more than 45 points. So there is a bit of opportunity potentially, but yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's a weird announcement, and a shame for the race. And it wasn't weather. It wasn't actually weather. Like, I thought we'd probably get some modification of climbs this year because of weather, but that hasn't happened. This has happened, so interesting that. That was part two. So I tried to put everything, in the chat as well, what has happened. But the race, it's going to be underway soon. 95 kilometers, as we said. 3 cast-rise climbs today. The intermediate sprint comes just after 10 kilometers into the stage. So I'm sure we're going to see Gentleman doing something there. There's a lot of chat about the Montmartre finish as well. I forgot about that as well, with Niels Pollitt going into one of the cafes during the Olympic road race. So I think we're going to see, obviously, Jonas Vingegaard very worried about that finish. And I think his concerns are actually quite valid, because there's a lot more riders going through that stage than at the Olympics. But we'll see. It seems like Tadej Pogacar and Jonas Vingegaard are pretty fed up at the Tour right now. And I guess we can kind of relate. If you had fans screaming at you for 3 weeks, reporters commenting on every single moment you do, analyzing everything during the race, after the race, before the race, it'd probably be quite fatiguing. And you're trying to push your body to the limit as well. So, but I mean, that's what they're being paid for. And I mean, they're chasing the glory of the Tour de France, the biggest bike race in the world. So we'll see what they can do here on the race today. Are they going to be taking the stage win? Either of them today? We haven't had Tadej Pogacar. We haven't had Jonas Vingegaard take a stage for the first time in a Tour de France since 2021. His debut, he didn't take a stage win there. And it looks like he might actually be leaving, for that. John Kelly as well. In other news, Lenny Martinez got pretty well reprimanded for the 3 sticky bottles or whatever he was doing. That seemed absolutely stupid, if we're gonna mention that. There was also an altercation between 2 riders, a physical altercation. We can go through the fines as well. But the riders, they've got 2.9 kilometers left of the neutralized zone, and yeah, it was also quite a nice scene to see Biniam Gumai and Jonathan Milan. They might be rivals on the bike, but they seem to have a okay relationship, despite having that bit of a dramatic moment where Jonathan Milan went and apologized afterwards. But yeah, they fist bumped over the line as they made it inside the time limit. But Albertville, interesting place if anyone's been. There's not many people there. It's a very mountain town. You're actually quite close to Col de la Loze as well. But they're gonna navigate through these climbs. Col de Prix is the first one at 12.6%, 7.8% average gradient, and yeah, then we got the Comet Le Roselin. So, and then they drop down, and then we got the final climb up to La Plagne, another HC climb for them. So yeah, not what the organizers would have wanted, and commiserations to anyone who was on that climb as well, unfortunately. We've also had a one-day race in Spain, and it was a 1-2-3 by UAE Team Emirates. Absolutely crazy. Igor Areta winning that, Isaac Del Toro on the podium, together with Antonio Morgado. A race that we actually have seen a winner before from UAE with Juan Ayuso. So yeah, we'll wait and see, but this is going to be a very interesting one. We know the shorter the stage, normally more fireworks we get as well. Rubber Shark throwing this in as well. Yeah, apologies guys for the very poor medical pronunciation as well. It's a skin disorder characterized by itchy lesions which commonly appear on the trunk, arms, and legs. Oof, that sounds terrible. But yeah, you can understand why the organizers have changed it a bit. And I mean, yeah, it's fine. 95 kilometers of action, hopefully. I hope they go quite hard out. I think Little Trek might control it for that intermediate sprint. It's not completely wrapped up, that green jersey. There's still a bit of question marks. Maybe Tadej Pogacar could get involved. He didn't win the stage yesterday. He finished second, though. He did actually want to win the stage. I wasn't sure. There was a lot of critique over the DSs. They were the ones who had the overview, the whole full picture of what was going on. So, yeah. Ben O'Connor, great victory. Such a nice guy as well. And, yeah, our first non-European winner, as we said as well. But Lenny Martinez, French rider, getting punished in the Tour de France. You don't often see that, do you? When it could, like, they could just ignore it, look the other way. Okay, Brian Kokar got a pretty hefty fine as well for his involvement in the Jasper Philipsen crash. But, yeah. Lenny Martinez, bit of a shame. His Tour de France not quite going the way he would have wanted. We saw that already on stage one. He was already struggling there on a flat stage in Lille. So, yeah. We will wait and see what happens today on the stage. But I think it could be, yeah. I'm thinking back to the Alpe d'Huez stage in 2011. If any of you were watching the tour back then, that was one of my first Tour de France. It was like the 2009, I kind of got into cycling. 2010, watching every stage. 2011, watching every stage. 2012, sort of, yeah, as well. And then the La Planche de Belfi stage, where it was kind of the new world order for Team Sky, was quite impressive. But yeah, 2011 we had a very short stage on the Alpe d'Huez stage, and Contador went out from the gun. And if we get something like that here, that would be absolutely remarkable. Great to have so many regulars here as well. John Kelly, Space, Ronda, Rubber Shark. And we'll see what happens today. We even have Chris in the chat as well. Is Chris Froome winning? Is Peter Sagan here? You gotta support the joke, because the joke has been very consistent. But yeah, Lidl are also running an ad. If anyone's watching, I don't know if they're doing it everywhere, but they're doing it in France. They're doing it in the UK, I think, as well. And there's three riders pictured in that ad. Two of them are not here: Theo Gegenhardt and Mess Piltersen, and the last one is John Milan. So yeah, strange choice of riders. But I mean, Mess Piltersen, arguably their second biggest rider, first, second, not sure. Him and John Milan can fight it out. But still 1.3 kilometers until they get to the start of the stage. They're on the neutralized part. And I mean, we don't normally start at this point, do we, during a stream? But I mean, the stage is shorter, so thought why not? Great to have almost 300 people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well. Hamburglar here as well. 3 Wheeler saying short stages, explosive, anything could happen. Yeah, they probably have warmed up before this as well. We sometimes see that when they're really going for this. Yeah, we should probably get a new. I think the polka dot jersey is going to be won by Tadej Pogacar now. I think that is pretty much a done deal now. I think that's done. But yeah, who will win the stage? Most of you are saying Tadej Pogacar. This isn't even his last opportunity as well. This isn't that, like, he could win the final stage. I mean, he could win any stage. We know that almost. But who will finish third in GC today? I mean, it could change, but will it be Lipovic, Oscar Only, or who else? Roglic? That could also be an opportunity. I mean, Red Bull's tactics, we talked about that on the stream yesterday. We also talked about it on the recap, the podcast as well. Yeah, it was a strange one. I think it was yeah, they were a bit unlucky because Picnic personnel were very well organized from behind. So I think a lot of people give a bit, not enough credit for Picnic personnel and put the blame more on Red Bull. But Roglic didn't wait. Roglic didn't help out his teammate, so he did gain time on Florian Lipovic. But we'll see if Florian Lipovic can do it. It's like 23, 22 seconds. And yeah, I think it is going to be an interesting one. So this is going to be our first stream of the Tour de France where we stream from 0 to the finish. We haven't done that all this tour because, yeah, that would be I don't think anyone wants to listen to me talk for 5 or 6 hours. What was saying as well, Rick Can, you're a subscriber of OnlyFans. Yeah, I absolutely loved that fan putting that sign up. Really perfect. I actually was sitting next to Oscar Only at the beginning of 2 days before the tour. Seemed like a very nice guy, and he was surrounded by the British media, obviously. But I think this kid is very special. I mean, I say kid, he's 22, so he's an adult. But Little Trek, they're up towards the front here, so they're getting ready because there's 600 meters to go when the flag drops. And I think they're absolutely going to keep this as tight as possible until that intermediate sprint. It's only 10 kilometers. It's 20 points. He does need those 20 points because Tadej Pogacar is still a threat. Let's get the green jersey up as well. We haven't really talked about the classifications. We've got a lot of time to talk until we get to the first big climb of the day. But we haven't really discussed the jerseys. The youngest winners of youth jersey in Tour de France history. Obviously, the jersey hasn't been there forever, but it is Tadej Pogacar, 21 years, 365 days. Yeah, wasn't it the day after it was his birthday or something like that? Crazy alignment, crazy story, that 2020 Tour de France. But yeah, we're talking about the jerseys. We'll look at the classifications, and the first one we're going to consider is the green jersey because that is going to be the first one really active on today's stage. Oscar Only is in 10th place for that as well. And then we've got the white jersey as well. That's going to be in play. We'll see how Florian Lipovic handles himself today. I think Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe need to rally around their podium position and or put pressure on Oscar Only. But yeah, I didn't really think he was going to be teasing Red Bull for potentially snatching their podium spot. But here we are. It looks like they are about to start now. The flag is about to drop. But here's the green jersey. Points classification, John to Milan leading by quick maths. What's that? 75 points. Is that right? 75 points. So, okay. Their jersey looks a bit more safe. But there is, of course, 50 points available in the final stage. So Tadej Pogacar could win that. So, yeah, and win here. So that's 70 points there already. So maybe it's in the bag. But he definitely needs these intermediate points just to keep it short. Okay, they have gone off. It's official. it started. Boom. The 19th stage of the Tour de France, 93.1 kilometers from Albertville to La Plagne. And we will see who wins the stage today. Most of you have thought that it is going to be Tadej Pogacar. Here is the Mountains jersey. Very, very sad picture. I don't mean anything against Tadej Pogacar. It's not against Tadej. It's just I like seeing more riders on the podium. But he is the best climber, so by the definition of the competition, he should be winning this. You can see Jonas Vingegaard, he needs to get rid of Tadej if he's going to make that up. He's got 16 points difference. There's 20 points up for grabs on that first climb, but he would need to get some bodies between him and Tadej. And you can see Lenny Martinez losing 8 points courtesy of what happened yesterday. So, yeah, that was a big shame. But hypothetically here, if Lenny Martinez takes the 25 points available, then he's only going to claw back 5 points. And then obviously Tadej might win the 20 points at the finish. So it is Tadej's for the losing right now. I don't think they're going to give that away. There's money prize available for that jersey as well. I think the only threat he really has is probably Jonas Vingegaard. But Jonas Vingegaard and Visma, I think the polka dot jersey is a great prize. I absolutely think it's a great prize. I think they should go for it. So we'll see if they'll do something. What are we saying as well? Aaron's saying Oscar Onley definitely needs an ulterior nickname like the Kelso Comet. Is Kelso in Scotland? Probably is. I haven't actually heard him talk. Does he have a thick Scottish accent? Actually, we're hearing him now. He doesn't sound that English, Scottish. So he has a very clean accent. I don't know. I want a really thick Scottish Glaswegian accent, but not quite. So we'll see what he can do in his first ever Tour de France. Very impressive by him. And obviously Lipovic as well, his first Tour de France. So these guys are really doing a good job. But we've got 11 kilometers until that intermediate sprint. We've got Little Trek, of course, leading the charge right now. And they will keep this under control, I think, for quite a while. But they're doing a good job to just not lose this, because we have seen sometimes it's gone away from them, and maybe here they will be able to keep it tight and then go for it. So maybe. But 91.5 kilometers, 10.6 kilometers left. Bruno Morai, we're seeing him. Felix Gallo obviously also wants to climb up that order as well. We saw him doing very well yesterday. So we'll see the GC picture as well, because I think that paints a pretty picture as well. I didn't know this. Jonas Vingegaard, he's actually had some penalization as well. I think was it 10 or 15 seconds? Yeah, the fines, we should probably go through that as well. But Gal, one of the riders, really benefiting yesterday. Kevin Vauclain has had a bit of a hard time in the mountains, but obviously he's also finding himself in unknown territory here, because he's never been like this either. He's never been in the GC picture in the third week. So he's doing a very good job as well, and is the best French rider, currently in 7th place, moved down. But Vauclain, yeah, I think he needs to keep... He was saying something this morning that he's going to try and see if he could get rid of Felix, but I think that's going to be very hard. And he was going to make sure to watch out for Tobias Halle Johannessen. So Tobias Halle Johannessen doing a good tour as well. But, I mean, if they can lock this in, Uno X, that would be a brilliant result. Stage win and a top 10. Didn't they get one of the prizes as well? One of the famous prizes. Ben Healy still has his 9th place. So Carlos Rodriguez out of the race. So Ben Healy still has that 9th place. He might come under attack from another Ben O'Connor, because I could see Ben O'Connor maybe trying to do something here today. But look at this. Ben O'Connor, 29 minutes down in GC. That's absolutely crazy. 29 minutes down. We're less than 90 kilometers to go now. Tom Scoyenge up towards the front, really working as hard as he can here. They are going to keep this under some kind of wrap, I think. Tadej, is he going to get involved here just to troll the guys? That would be quite funny. What are we saying as well, Rob? Roglic riding like it's the Vuelta 2023. Maybe and probably hard to let go of that crown. Yeah, he is, as we know, one of the best Grand Tour riders of his generation. Multiple Vuelta winner, multiple Giro winner, finished on the podium of every single tour. So it will be quite hard for him to kind of be like, well, now I have to work for my teammate, and it's his first ever tour. Who is this guy? He's just some kind of biathlon guy. I'm a ski jumper. But yeah, I think it's quite funny that both of them have skiing backgrounds, obviously very different skiing backgrounds. So yeah, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's certainly an interesting picture for many of these riders. What is going to happen in that GC? I mean, any of these riders could still crack. There's 22 seconds between Oscar Onley and Florian Lipovic. That is going to be a real danger zone for the German rider. He desperately wants to have... It's not just the podium, it's also the white jersey. These two are competing for two separate honors. So, yeah, it's going to be a hard one, this. I hope everyone's enjoying their coffee with honey, but apparently that means that I'm destroying the taste from some of you. But great to have 400 people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. And, yeah, we will wait and see if it will be the battle of the Heelys, or the Bens. Ben Healy versus Ben O'Connor. But who is going to be moving in that top 10? That is a big question as well. Are we potentially going to see some movement in the top 10? Or is it just going to be quite a stagnant situation? I think the most at risk is probably... yeah, I'm having adverts here on the stream. I don't know why. But yeah, I think probably the biggest danger is going to be Ben Healy. He was suffering a lot yesterday. Vauclain, I think, is going to be a bit of a worry as well. Tobias Johannesson, if he's feeling great, could maybe eye up that 7th place. And Gal, has Gal got the better of Roglic? I don't think so. So I think the top 5 are pretty much secure in a way, but from the lower half of the top 10, and then there might be something going on as well. Yeah, what is going to happen here on the stage? That is anyone's bet at this point. Tadej Pogacar winning the last mountain stage seems like it could be a thing. And yeah, one of the sad moments in the preview show on French TV was that they were talking about Montmartre, and they had what Mathieu Van der Poel and Remco Evenepoel thought about the last stage. Obviously none of them in the race anymore, which is a great shame for the race completely. But are we going to see them back soon in racing? I think so. Remco Evenepoel, Welter maybe? Don't know. Maybe he's going to focus more on the one-day races. That rumor of Red Bull is really starting to get more and more intense, to say the least. They're really, yeah, that story is really growing in a momentum. The report was that it's already been signed, the Red Bull contract. But Remco Evenepoel, maybe we'll get a poll with him as well, even though he's not in the race. So, but 47% of you believe it is going to be Lipovic taking that 3rd place and also the white jersey. So we'll see. But yeah, yesterday was a bit of a clown show. Looking back at it, but obviously they were caught out a bit as well. But great to have 400 people in the chat. Make sure to smash the like button. Let's try and get to 100 before we get to the intermediate sprint. Oh my goodness, how many adverts are they playing on this stream? Yeah, we will wait and see. But for whatever reason, I can't see the race. Now, finally, we're back. Oh my goodness, that was like 5 minutes of adverts. Just getting them all in the same time. But it's still, right now, little trek at the front. They've got Thibaut Ness in here. Bahrain up towards the front as well. Maybe they're thinking about launching off Lenny Martinez. And Quinn Simmons, maybe he's thinking about trying something again. I mean, I don't think this profile really fits him. But I think we're going to get absolutely fireworks after that intermediate sprint. So it's kind of like a neutralized zone after the neutralized zone in a way because of that intermediate sprint. 25 or 20 points up for grabs. Binyam Gamay up towards the front. John Milan, the green jersey. I think most people have come to terms with John Milan is going to be winning this. And what was the question we were going to ask? Where should Remco go in 2026? Should it be Stay at Sodal, Ineos, Red Bull? I think those are the only ones. Okay, I saw AG2R linked to him as well, but that seems a bit meh. Don't think that's happening. Saw Israel as well. But it's the never ending story, isn't it? Never ending story. But what are we saying as well? Maybe Scott can do a poll. Who should be wearing the jersey this year? The Hawaiian shirt jersey. I mean, we need some contenders as well. Who should be wearing it as well in order to do a poll? But 85.8 kilometers. I would love like aggressive rider or something like that. The last rider as well, something like that. What else? What else? What kind of jerseys? I'm not quite sure. 85.6 kilometers. It is Little Trek, just keeping control at the front. They have got ample opportunity to win another green jersey or another points classification jersey because they didn't win it last year. That was Biniam Girmay. The year before, Jesper Philipsen. Is this Little Trek's first green jersey? I will dive into the record books and see. But yeah, they've won the Giro one for the last 3 years now because Mads Pedersen this year, 2 years with John to Milan as well. And yeah, we're just seeing who's this. AG2R rider just having a bit of problems here with his bike. Is that Bruno Marais? No, it's Bastien Tronchamp. Yeah, Lipovitz. We'll see what he can do. Has he recovered from this as well? He said he tried something and it didn't work. So, I mean, they were trying, and you have to give the plaudits for that. You can't just bemoan them over what they did. So, I think at least they tried. That is, yeah. We'll see if they try something here today as well. Has he recovered from that effort? Very, very hard stage yesterday. And maybe they will just be able to do something here today. But Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe are certainly one of the teams that everyone's going to be looking at today. And a shame that Oscar Onley's team isn't as strong. He needs maybe 1 or 2 climbers in there as well. And then they could be a real potent threat. But I think Oscar Onley for the future is going to be very interesting, to say the least. By 84.8 kilometers, 4 kilometers still left. It's Jasper Stuyven with Tom Scoringe on his wheel. And we also have Quinn Simmons riding 4th wheel, Captain America, as many people has referred to him by. But is this going to be a stage for anyone else but Tadej? Tadej, of course, would like to take another stage win. I think this would be his 5th stage win. And not quite as many as last year, but yeah, I for one, I am fine with that. Yeah, absolute domination completely last year. Absolutely. I've never seen anyone so dominant in a race. Obviously, Jonas Vingegaard was coming in that with a bit of, lacking a bit, unfortunately, because of that very impressive recovery from the Tour of the Basque Country. That he was even competitive was a complete miracle. And yeah, Jumbo-Visma doing a very good job to get their star man back in contention to be up there. But we'll wait and see if something's going to happen. 3.6 kilometers, 3.4 kilometers still to go of that intermediate sprint. And that is probably a bit more of our official sprint or official start to the sprint or of the stage. That was what I meant. So we'll wait and see. But yeah, the flag is going to go soon for action, for breakaway action. Who's going to go? That is the big question. Who do I want to see go? I want to see the lower end of the top 10 really battle it out and maybe really go for it. We also have Jordan Gigat in 11th. I mean, Total Energies would definitely love to get a top 10 if they can, but who out of that top 10 is going to drop out? Obviously, it'll have to be Ben Healy or Ben O'Connor. So we'll see. But Felix Gall, the Austrian who has finished inside top 10 before, not quite the welcome return to Col de la Loze that he probably would have wanted, but nonetheless, a pretty good effort, we have to say. So we'll see if these guys can actually force some real big action as well. But yeah, this stage, it is going to start after that intermediate sprint. I think Jonathan Milan is going to take it. We're going to get Biniam Girmay second place. You have to keep the pressure on. Biniam not quite having the tour that he would have wanted, obviously, because crashing as well. That was very bad. That was a real shame. I think it was his second crash, wasn't it? So, yeah, towards the back end of the peloton here, Israel Prematech. Yeah, we're going to talk about that as well. Which teams have you been a bit disappointed by? Of course, Israel is classed as a pro-continental team, but they are basically a pseudo World Tour team, and they will be moving up next year as well. Arnaud Dely, yeah, he got I think 1 or 2 top 5 places, so maybe he can do something tomorrow, get in the break there, but right now he's just keeping the pressure on as well himself, or hanging in there. He's not keeping the pressure on, he's trying to hang in with the elevated tempo. But 83 kilometers to go, and we are going to get onto that the first of the 2 HC climbs momentarily. Wheel change here for one of the Israel Premier Tech riders, Alexei Lutsenko, former top 10 finisher in the Tour, former stage winner as well, but this year, not really a great year. He's not really gelling with the Israel Premier Tech team, I guess. But Astana, he's been there through most of his career, and it was quite a shock, really, to say the least. What are we saying here? Visma should consider buying out Only's contract. I think Only's contract is going to be very expensive after this tour. So, friend of the channel, Tom Scoyne, she's absolutely powering them through this now. They've got 1.6 kilometers until that intermediate sprint. I think this is going to be very formulaic. I think we're going to get a bit of a slow-ish sprint between Jonathan Milan and Biniam Girmay. Can Bini just get one over Jonathan Milan? We will wait and see. But it looks like we have got a bit of wind coming from the left-hand side. Echelon formation looking like it could happen. But Biniam Girmay on the wheel of not Jonathan Milan, but his teammate. So Jonathan Milan, Biniam Girmay, these two have been going at each other for almost every single intermediate sprint in this year's Tour de France. And I'm sure we're going to see it here again. 1 kilometer to go for this. 81.9 kilometers still. Little Trek keeping their composure, keeping the pressure up. 332 points in the green jersey for Jonathan Milan. He's currently leading the yellow jersey, who's on 257 points of Tadej Pogacar. Biniam Girmay, 196 points. So we will wait and see. Yeah. But for the time being, 81.6 kilometers, less than 700 meters to go for this intermediate sprint. I think this is not going to be an entertaining one, to say the least, but maybe something can happen. Maybe something that we didn't expect will happen here. So we will wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking very good for Jonathan Milan. His team are all over this. They are not letting this go for any chances. We saw that before the Mont Ventoux one. That intermediate sprint got away from them. We're seeing riders struggling out towards the back. And yeah, Arnaud Dely struggling about. I mean, if you're struggling here, it's going to be a very long day. I mean, these guys are going through so many heavy stages, and you just have to recover. The sprint is coming up now inside the last 200 meters. Quinn Simmons moves up with Jonathan Milan on his wheel. Abrahamson's also involved in this. Anthony Turgis, I think. Is this Antonio Turgis? He's been very interested in this. Jonathan Milan opens it up. He's got Bini on his wheel. They look behind, and Turgis just trying to take second place. It is Jonathan Milan, Biniam Girmay, Turgis, and fourth place, Quinn Simmons, and then fifth place, Jonas Abrahamson. Come on, Tadej, just tease them a bit and take some of the points. He didn't do it. Yeah, I don't think he's going to waste those any energy on things that aren't towards that yellow jersey. He said he was asked about the green jersey, and he said the main thing is getting the yellow jersey. And he even said that in response to stage wins. So Abrahamson looking around, all these guys up here, they've all tasted success in the Tour de France, whether it was this year or last year, apart from Quinn Simmons. Quinn Simmons there, Anthony Turgis, stage winner last year, so they're just sitting up. Abrahamson looks a bit interested in this, perhaps. Is he going to be just trying a bit of a charge, maybe? Is he going to try and just increase the tempo? Yeah, we know he loves a good breakaway, so maybe the Norwegian can just get up the road and get a bit of TV time for himself. But that stage win for him was an absolute astonishing result, and Uno X doing very good, being very happy about that as well. Obviously, 80 kilometers to go. 80 kilometers to go. It also kind of justifies them being at the Tour. So I think the Norwegian team, but they also hire Danish riders, uh, only having one Danish rider with them this year, and that is, of course, Magnus Cort Nielsen. So, yeah, we will wait and see. We'll wait and see what happens. But for the time being, it's looking very good for the riders. Well, not well. No one's up the front. It's just the remnants of the intermediate sprint. 80 kilometers still to go. Abrahamsen has chosen that he is going to be the only rider out towards the front now. So Abrahamsen, he wants a bit of time for himself, away from the riders, away from the pack. He's just keeping this going, and yeah, we'll see how long he lasts into this. Not quite sure if there's any strategy behind this, but yeah, maybe he has some ulterior motive. Is he gonna get up the road and try and do something for his teammate of Tobias Hall-Johannessen? I don't think so. I think this is too early. I think this is just him wanting to just lift the tempo a bit. Yeah. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking very good for many of these riders in terms of where they're sitting in GC. I think the only real rider under threat is going to be Florian Lipovic. How are the legs feeling today as well? It's so deep into his first Tour de France now that it's going to be worrying times, isn't it? It's going to be untested battleground for him and Oscar Onley, and maybe Roglic can just outdo both of them. If that happened, that would be one incredible turnaround for Primoz Roglic. Yeah, so we'll see. But for the time being, it's looking very good for many of the riders in terms of where they have been in the Tour, like keeping under control. But yeah, will they be able to do something? That is the big question as well. Later into this stage, because we have got that truncated stage, and yeah, they're doing a pretty good job in terms of UAE Team Emirates have done a good job. Visma Lease Bike, they've tried things, even Sodal Quickstep turnaround. So there's a lot of teams that have done a really good Tour de France this year, and I'm sure we're gonna see some real big efforts today as well. But for the time being, we are just seeing, yeah, the last few stages, or the last climbs. We've got two climbs coming up now. They're called the Col de Pré, and then we've got also, yeah, we've got one more climb at the end as well, the La Plagne. But it is still a man out towards the front of of Uno X. So Uno X doing a good job at the front with Abrahamsen just soaking up that early TV time. 78.2 kilometers to go. 78.2 kilometers still to go up the stage. And maybe we will see something happening here. But yeah, it's looking pretty good right now for many of these riders. In terms of where they are, many riders have crashed obviously in this year's Tour de France. So yeah, that'll do something. Well, who's having a lingering injury as well? But yeah, 12 seconds now for Abrahamsen. He will be the first rider onto that Col de Pré climb. I don't think he's going to be the first rider at the top. 20 points available, as we said. 7.8%. That is what we've got. So we'll see if he's going to be able to charge up that mountain and take those 20 points. He's been very active, Abrahamsen. Maybe he's thinking about that super competitivity award. He wants to be the one getting that. Obviously, there's money up for grabs on that as well. But for the time being, it's 12 seconds. I mean, super early. As we know, it's not really happening, is it? But 12 seconds, 77.6 kilometers. Let's just get on the climb. Come on, guys. We want to get on the climb. We want to see this. Yeah, 77.4 kilometers is it's not actually that long way for these guys. They've been doing stages over 180k with plenty of mountains. So I think the average is going to be pretty high. Right now, the average is 43.4 kilometers an hour, and I expect that to go, well, maybe. Oh, I say up, but like we've got a lot of climbing as well in this stage, but the descent obviously will help. Maybe they're looking around 35 kilometers an hour when they come to the top of the La Plagne. But yeah, I think 40 kilometers on this stage average, that would be, yeah, a bit too much if I'm honest. But great to have so many people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well. Plenty of switchbacks as well on this stage. We will wait and see what transpires, but there is a lot of climbing still to go for these riders. We still have Abrahamsen, the Norwegian stage winner of this year's tour already. And can he maybe bag a second one here? No, of course not. Most people in our poll as well are saying that Remco Evenepoel should be staying at Soudal. It's quite a split poll actually, because 31% or 30 of you are saying Ineos Grenadiers. 29 are saying Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe. We're seeing John Milan picking up those 20 points as well, so we can maybe get an update on that classification. But for the time being, it's so far so good for John Milan on this stage. Now he just needs to get himself inside the time cut as well. Well, yeah, he's going to be a bit nervous about this if the GC goes absolutely kablamo. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the percentage is on this stage. But Abrahamsen, he's almost been brought back into the fold here by the team, or one of the teams who's taking up the lead. I think it's UAE Team Emirates. Danish flags on the side of the road as well. But a big day for many of these riders. He is the first rider to come on the Col de Pré. 12.6 kilometers long at 7.7%. So a long grinding climb. And yeah, I think this could be a very fast one if we get some attacks going on. A lot of switchbacks going on this climb. Beautiful switchbacks. And maybe we will see someone attack. I would love to see Ben O'Connor attack. But I mean, maybe 10th place, having the stage win already. You just defend that position. You don't want to lose it. You don't want to bonk. You defend that position. Obviously, the GC is not over, the stage 21 and all that. But EF Education Easy Post, they're upping the tempo. EF Education Easy Post look like they're attacking, actually. I don't think they're upping the tempo. They are attacking with one of their riders. I think it's Alex Baudin, if I'm not mistaken. We got Soudal, well, not Total Energies attacking as well here. So Movistar, they've had a terrible tour this year. No Enric Mas in their team anymore. So it looks like it's a bit of an attack from a few of these riders. Alex Baudin, Arensman. I mean, Arensman, you're not going to be winning the jersey, unfortunately, the polka dot jersey, I think. I think that is well and truly gone. I think it was 68 points he has. So we'll see what he can do here. But yeah, Roglic is in this group as well. I know Rubio, Hero, Tejada, Jonas Vingegaard. So, Roglic in the breakaway again. We saw this yesterday. Roglic in the breakaway. Julian Philippe working hard as well. So I think we've got Stora in here. So Tour de Pro Cycling, they don't want to leave this without a stage win. I know Rubio wasn't the breakaway yesterday. Finished 5th on the stage. Movistar really trying to get riders up here in this move. And are we seeing any responses here? I think Arensman is struggling a bit. Hero Tejada struggling a bit. Jegat, Uno X are quick to defend this as well, because now Jordan Jegat, he's a danger man. Roglic, not a danger man to them, of course. But who have they seen as well? Panapantra, Victor Campenaerts. It's a very, very dynamic break right now. We'll see who's going to be able to do this. Alex Baudin, I'll try and get it right, but he's actually born in Albertville, the EF Education Easy Post rider. So he's trying his best here to get out from his home city, birthplace. 11.3 kilometers to go. Alex Baudin looks very motivated for this stage. He'll know this roads very well, trained here throughout his childhood. But right now he's leading up Primoz Roglic. And on his wheel as well, we've got Robert Stannard in here as well. We've got Michael Stora, Hero Tejada, and then there's a lot of riders chasing behind as well. So this stage is really just opening up now. Now we're getting into the action. So we had that calm before the intermediate sprint. And now HC means all category. It's outside the categorization. So it's not Cat 4, Cat 3, Cat to Cat 1. It's outside. So yeah, as Ronda said, beyond categorization in English. 11 kilometers left of this climb. We'll see if Roglic is going to do something here. Roglic, very, very interesting that he's going on the move. He went on the move yesterday. Looked like he was going to do something potentially. Didn't quite pan out his way. And his teammate losing time as well to Oscar Onley, the chief rival. Obviously, you could say Jonas Vingegaard and Tadej is also their rivals, but yeah, I mean, literally that third place is what they should be going for. That's the highest chance to win something or get something out of this, get a rider on the podium. Red Bull have never had a rider on the podium in the Tour de France because they only sponsor the team since last year. So we'll see, but they are gonna try everything. Roglic, you might as well. It's the last mountain opportunity. You still have that final stage as well into Montmartre. Maybe that is something that they're thinking about as well. So Red Bull Boranscore would have been interesting to be in that team car at the beginning of a stage to see what they were thinking about. What did they have in mind? What was the plan? How are they going to get rid of Oscar Onley and really just make inroads there and get a 3-4 if they could? Not sure if they will be able to do that, but I mean, you have to try. They tried yesterday, went a bit wrong, but maybe today it'll go the right way. So we'll wait and see. But Oscar Onley certainly is going to have a bit of problems here. But yeah, we've got Vingegaard. Is Vingegaard? Oh, the stream is pausing. Come on, guys. What is going on? Not the stream that I'm watching. But there's a lot of action going off now. They're really looking at each other. This breakaway, I think it is going to be, yeah, maybe not able to hold. It's still part of the break formation phase here. So we're just waiting to see if anyone's going to do a real big throw of the die and get up the road. But for the time being, we have a breakaway of Lenny Martinez, Robert Stannard, Primoz Roglic, and Bruno Amarai, but with only a handful of seconds. This situation is really up in the air right now. Tadej Pogacar, is he going to try and get this under control with his riders? We saw Marc Soler with a bit of problems. 9.3 kilometers still to go, 73 kilometers left, and Jonathan Milan finds himself 1 minute and 46 seconds down already. We're seeing the back end of the peloton. Tish Benoot is out the back as well, so that's a bit of a shame for Visma Leasebike. Plenty of UAE riders here. We've got Ivan Romeo out towards the back as well. Astana riders. Sivakov is at the back. That is a bit of a worry for UAE Team Emirates. But the yellow jersey group about 11 seconds down. 11 seconds down on this 4-man group. Or 9-man group even. They're saying there's 10 riders. So we got Valentin Panapantra apparently in this group. Alex Baudin, Lenny Martinez, Robert Stannard, Primoz Roglic, Michael Stora, Will Barter, Aina Rubio, Bruno Amarai, and Tobias Haljohannesson. And Jorgensen going out the back as well, it looks like. Jorgensen is struggling with Marc Soler. So a lot of the riders from yesterday absolutely going backwards after the effort. A lot of the domestiques doing a very, very good job yesterday. But we'll see if there will be any big players as well in the top 10 that will fall out the back. But the pressure really being put on. 8.8 kilometers to go. And we're just waiting to see what will happen here. But yeah, plenty of riders suffering a lot. The peloton is really coming down. Geraint Thomas suffering as well. The 2018 Tour de France winner and runner-up of 2019. So the pressure is high. We can see Red Bull sponsored athlete Wout van Aert also in there. We're seeing the front of the pack now. This looks like it's Will Barter attacking. So the American Will Barter just upping the pressure towards the front. He's got his teammate Aina Rubio in there. We've got 2 Visma Leasebike riders in this group. So 2 Visma Leasebike riders are Victor Campenaerts and Sepp Kuss. Valentin Panapantra in there as well. Tobias Foss in here. They're saying Ewan Cosneo, Hero Tejada, Bruno Amarai. So a mixed bag of riders up here. 15 riders. But they haven't got more than 11 seconds. So we will wait and see. But for the time being, it's very well done by many of these riders. And maybe we can see something happening. 8.1 kilometers still to go of the stage. And yeah, 8 seconds. 8 seconds. So this break is definitely not going to be caught. Is going to be caught. It's not going to be let go. I think the average has come down to 36 kilometers an hour now. So yeah, there you have it. The speed's down. The speed is down. The climb is proceeding. 7 seconds now. We're seeing the back end of the yellow jersey group. Many riders. This group is really strung out as well. So who's going to make the first move? That is the big question. 71.6 kilometers still to go of the stage. Yeah. We will wait and see. We'll wait and see. But right now, they are just making up their way through these towns as well. Albertville, the start point. La Plagne, we have a very shortened stage compared to what they had in mind. And right now, 7.6 kilometers still left. Who's going to be winning at the top of the climb as well? That's a big question, because there's many riders who would really want those 20 points. But I think that Mountains Jersey classification is dead, if I'm honest. I think it's going the way of Tadej Pogacar. Yeah, we will wait and see. But 2 minutes and 14 seconds for John to Milan. Still in that break formation phase right now, courtesy of that intermediate sprint. Just holding it up. It looks like the peloton have brought these guys back. So, I mean, Oscar only can breathe a sigh of relief that Primož Roglič didn't get a long leash that he could just unleash something. So Roglič trying, but not quite working out on this occasion. I think they might try this again. But yeah, Primož Roglič, very animated for this stage. He's got Stora on his wheel. He's got Aino Rubio, but they are going to be joined by the yellow jersey group. He just looks around. The man sitting in 5th place hasn't finished the tour since 2020, but right now he's in a very good situation. Wout van Aert towards the back. He's just dropping out of this group. I think he was dropping out before as well, so he's not really going to be detonating like we saw him in stage 20 of the Giro d'Italia. Stage 19, this of course. But yeah, Wout van Aert, we're not going to see him more in this stage, I think. But riders struggling towards the back, but Roglič is just upping the tempo. Not quite sure what this is about. Are they hoping that they can crack Oscar only on this point? So we'll wait and see. But 70 kilometers left of the stage. These guys are hoovering up the climbing here on this climb. The first climb, the Col des Prés, and 12.6 kilometers in total, but we've already done almost half of it. Guillaume Martin up towards... No, actually, I think he's dropping out towards the back. So Guillaume Martin certainly not having a good race either. So, yeah, that's a shame for him. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what he does here. But Guillaume Martin, yeah, what could have been for him? So 70.6 kilometers, 6.7 kilometers left of the climb. 12 seconds, so they have just built up a bit of a gap still. Yeah. Yeah. 70.4 kilometers. And I'm getting the preview ready as well for after the stage as well. Stage 20, it's not quite as exciting as this stage. But yeah, I hope you check that out as well. But we're seeing a lot of the GC domestiques are struggling. Nils Pollard obviously struggling. He's not the best climber in the world. He's a good climber, but obviously he's going at the back. But Mark Soler and Matteo Jorgensen, that was a bit of a shock, to say the least. A lot of riders just feeling the pace of the last few days as well. And we will see if this really hampers the GC riders as well. But many riders suffering at the back. But Roglič at the front looks like he's doing a very good job, keeping the pressure on, doing everything he can. Yeah, it's looking very good now for a big implosion of a GC rider, I think. I think we're going to get some big dramatic scenes on this stage. I think a lot of riders will be on the limit. And we'll see if someone cracks here on this climb out of the GC. But they've got a bit of a gap now. It's up to about 21 seconds now. 21 seconds. Victor Campenaerts, Lenny Martinez, Tobias Foss, Primož Roglič, Michael Stora, Aino Rubio, and Bruno Amarai. That is our 7 riders up towards the front. So we'll see if they will just be given a bit of a leash. Has the elastic broken? We're seeing Tim Wellens is the man guiding the yellow jersey group up. So Tim Wellens has got who's he got on the wheel? He's got a white jersey on his wheel. Is this Florian Lipovitz? I'm not sure. We'll see, but it's the helicopter shot right now. Yeah. Tim Wellens absolutely just bossing it at the front. He's been such a good domestique for Tadej Pogacar all through the season. Really just an incredible rider and currently the Belgian national champion. And very easy to spot. Lenny Martinez is trying to get up the front. Now. He's getting rid of Rubio. Roglic not too keen to close this as well. So Lenny Martinez, hopefully he doesn't take a sticky bottle today, but he is just upping the tempo as much as possible, doing something. Lenny Martinez desperately deducted 8 points for those 3 sticky bottles yesterday. And good question. Full tank, empty road, saying, who do I think is going to be cracking today? Seems like a very mean question. Red Bull are hoping it's going to be Oscar Onley. They are really hoping it's going to be Oscar Onley. Jonas Vingegaard or Tadej, I don't see them cracking today. But Florian Lipovitz, maybe it's him and Oscar Onley that could be in threat. Maybe Roglic cracks. Maybe Ben Healy. Ben Healy didn't look too good either. But right now we're seeing Roglic. He's joined those guys. So Lenny Martinez has been brought back. Lenny Martinez, Aina Rubio with Bruno Amarai. So Bruno Amarai, does that mean Felix Gall might be thinking about something as well? Leaping up higher up than his 6th place already. The Austrian doing a very good tour. And 5.5 kilometers still to go. Lenny Martinez will desperately try and get those 20 points. If he hadn't done the sticky bottle, maybe he wouldn't have got the 20 points yesterday. But obviously 8 points is, 8 points is what? That's almost like a Cat 1 climb in terms of points. Isn't it 2nd place on a Cat 1 climb? So we'll see what happens here. But riders cracking out towards the back end of this peloton. This is going to be a very big stage. Might have been truncated, but I still think we're going to get some big things. Sepp Kuss out the back. This is very bad. Kevin Vauclan also just... Yeah. You're right. I think Kevin Vauclan might be one of the guys in danger. So Kevin Vauclan probably is the guy. The best French rider in GC this year. 7th in GC right now. Slipped down a place yesterday. So we'll see if he's going to be able to survive this. 25 seconds. Valentin Panapantra, is he going to be able to get up there as well? 5.2 kilometers left of the climb. 69 kilometers left. 3 minutes and 43 seconds for the green jersey. Great to have 800 people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from, and let's smash the like button. Let's try and get to 200. I'm not sure what our record is this year's Tour de France. I think it's maybe 1,200. But we'll see if we can get there today. 5 kilometers. 5 kilometers. That's it of this climb. The first of 3 Castrais climbs. HC climb. Another HC climb. So we will see. But it looks like Valentin Panapantra has bridged the gap as well. The winner of Mont Ventoux. What an incredible win that was. The first French winner of this year's Tour de France in terms of a stage win. The French love to have a French stage winner, of course. So we will see. What are we getting? A message. This is the hardest climb of the day. Also, the climb after are more steady, but this is really hard one. Come on, fight, keep going. That's the Intermarché 1T talking to their team. Obviously, they're thinking about the time cut as well. But Tim Wellens is pumping hard the watts. It is Jonas Vingegaard wearing that polka dot jersey. Of course, he's 2nd. So he's the work jersey we were talking about before. Jonas Vingegaard riding 3rd wheel here. 3rd wheel behind 2 UAE riders. But is Jonas Vingegaard going to try and get that jersey? He's got 16 points to make up on Tadej Pogacar. Is he going to be able to do that? He's running out of opportunities if he's going to try and take that jersey. So we will wait and see. Rhonda, I've appointed myself official Cycling Dane record keeper. Fair enough. I don't think anyone is going to say anything against that. But yeah, maybe it's time for a new poll. Oh my goodness, this poll is super close, guys. 32% Remco should go to Sudal, 32% Ineos, and 32% Red Bull. I think this is the closest ever poll we've had on the channel. Closest ever poll. So you guys are very split where Remco Evenepoel should be going. So I think that is an absolutely extraordinary poll. I'm going to take a screenshot of that as well. Wow. That is incredible. But yeah, 4.5 kilometers still left here of the Col de Prix. Very steady climb, as Intermarché was saying as well. To some extent, they're coming around another hairpin, and yeah, we're not really. I'm not really getting the picture that I want. I'm getting a lot of helicopter shots, so I don't know if I'm on the wrong stream. But Sepp Kuss dropping that's going to be a real big dent in this Melissa bike, not just for helping, but also that team classification, the team classification. But right now we got Roglic moving off the front with Lenny Martinez. He's probably saying to Roglic, let me get the 20 points. Let me get the 20 points. I got no chance of winning it. Has he mathematically got a chance of winning this? He's sitting on 72 points. 72 points. But I don't think he's actually got a chance of winning this. So he would need to make up how much? Quick maths, 33 points. There is 20 points. Then it's 25 in total. And then you've got 45 points available. So he would have to, take a lot of those points. He would have to win this one and the next one for sure. And then he would hope that Tadej Pogacar lets this go. But yeah, Tadej Pogacar still sitting around 29 seconds down. So I don't think that's going to be happening. 68 kilometers, 4.1 kilometers still left of the stage. Great to have so many people in the chat. And I mean, Roglic with Lenny Martinez and Valentin Panapantra desperately trying to get up to these two as well. The winner of Mont Ventoux desperately wants to get more out of this as well. A good job since the collapse of Remco Evenepoel. I saw the report as well. He was saying that he had a broken rib or something from a crash before the Tour de France that was still healing up. I mean, if that is the case, chapeau for winning the time trial with a broken rib. But 67.8 kilometers still to go. We still have Roglic pushing on. Lenny Martinez still on his wheel. Is Roglic and him just going to do a bit of an allegiance? Yeah, we will see. We will see. It's looking interesting here with Roglic and Lenny Martinez. What do they have in common? Roglic and Lenny Martinez. What could they have in common? I mean, neither of them finished on the podium last year in the Tour. Roglic, last time we saw him at the Tour de France finish was in 2020. La Planche de Belfi, final stage that he actually, final year that he actually did finish a Tour. 2021 crashing out, 2022 crashing out as well. 2023 not at the Tour, 2024 crashing as well with a bit of an unlucky crash that wasn't his fault at all. So he's not really had a good relationship with the Tour de France in the last 5 years. But for the time being, we're just looking what is happening here in the race. 67.4 kilometers, 3.6% still left of this never-ending climb, it seems. But after this, the climbing isn't done. They have a slight descent, and then they go up to the next climb, the Comet de Roselin. And we still have Tim Wellens trying to break down this yellow jersey group. I think a lot of riders are just going to tap out and go for the... they're going to go for the Gruppetto quite quickly. A lot of riders probably had too much, were fed up after yesterday's climb as well. But 3.4 kilometers still left of the stage. Roglic really working hard here. So I think maybe there has been a bit of agreement that I ride hard, you take... Well, I don't know. Would there be an agreement here? I don't know. Do they speak the same language? How is Roglic's French? He lives in Monaco, I presume. But for the time being, we're getting a radio message from Bahrain Victorious. We'll see what they say. They're saying, stay patient there, just on the wheel. Rogla has the interest to shake up the GC. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I think Roglic could maybe be not caring about Lenny Martinez being a bit of a passenger here on his wheel. So we'll wait and see. But these two guys making their way up the road. And maybe we will just see something happening on the stage. But for the time being, it's looking very good for Lenny Martinez. It's looking very good for Primož Roglic right now. They've got about 44 seconds and growing on on the field, the yellow jersey group. So we'll wait and see if they can actually get a huge lead at the top. If they can build it up to maybe a minute, extend it on by the next climb, down that descent, and then maybe have 3-4 minutes going into the final climb, that would be a great situation. But I'm not sure that's going to be happening. We'll wait and see. But Lenny Martinez and Roglic looks behind. He just gets a turn here from Lenny Martinez. And behind, we're getting Tim Wellens doing a lot of the work, all of the work at the front with his teammate. I think, is this Marc Soler? I think Marc Soler might have recovered. It looks a bit like Marc Soler. Adam Yates, Simon Yates, all of these guys looking very ready to pounce as well. But behind in the back of the peloton, we're seeing Santiago Buitrago struggling. Astana riders struggling. A lot of riders struggling by the tempo being put in by the man out in front of the peloton, Tim Wellens. Tim Wellens, a serial winner in terms of the Renewed Tour, and is such a reliable rider in this year's race. Absolutely workhorse. Vauclain, he looks like he's not enjoying himself too much here either. So Vauclain, not in a good place. He wasn't in a good place yesterday, but still managed to battle his way to the finish line. But he's not going to be enjoying this one for sure. 2.7 kilometers still to go of this climb. Still 2 more climbs left after this, so it is going to be a bit of a hard one for many of these riders. This is really going to be a grinding down, attritional stage. I think we will see someone cracking. I mean, he looks like he's suffering more than Quinn Simmons right now. Obviously, Quinn Simmons has the luxury of dropping out whenever he wants of a GC, and you don't really have that luxury when you are a GC rider. But Lenny Martinez working well with Roglic and Panapantra towards, almost their shadow in a way. I think he's about, what are they saying, 10 seconds down. So 10 seconds down for Panapantra. Maybe he will be able to do something. We'll wait and see. But Panapantra has certainly been a very good rider as well. Is he in contention for the most aggressive rider? We could probably talk about that as well. Obviously, Mathieu van der Poel would probably have been the man to win that award in Paris, but no longer in the race, unfortunately. So, what is going to happen? What is going to happen here on the stage? Roglic versus Lenny Martinez, or actually working together right now. They're not actually versus. It's them versus UAE Team Emirates right now. Versus Tim Wellens. Yeah. Campenarts as well, somewhere in the void between these guys and the peloton. The peloton about 46 seconds down, 2.4 kilometers still to go. Roglic, Lenny Martinez working very well to keep this under control. Roglic, how much? What is his power? They're never going to give us that now because all the DSs are looking as well, and then they would be like, oh, Roglic is doing 400 watts. We have to do 420. So maybe, 66 kilometers to go here of the stage. 2.2 kilometers. We're seeing Hero Tejada go at the back. He was up there in the stage yesterday. Hero Tejada, bit up and down tour, and what is he going to be able to do for the remainder of this year's Tour de France? I think it's a bit of a done deal. I don't think we're going to see anything from Astana. I think they have been one of the disappointing teams this year. I'm sorry, I loved them in the Giro, but I don't think this one is going to be their way, unfortunately for Astana, because they desperately need those points as well in terms of that relegation. But Lenny Martinez and Roglic, they just come to the 2 kilometer to go sign of this first categorized climb of the day. Who's going to be taking the points? I think it will be going the way of Lenny Martinez. But it is a bit, if Tadej gets points behind, if Jonas gets points behind, I think it's a bit of a done deal, especially with his penalty as well yesterday. And there was also days where he missed out, where he completely went backwards. So Lenny Martinez definitely not had the best tour this year. He's tried. He's had a great season, his first season with Bahrain Victorious, but doing his best here. But for the time being, many riders thinking about maybe doing a move. We're getting a third group after Valentin Panapantra as well. This is where I know Rubio, who finished 5th yesterday. I think Tobias Foss, we saw Victor Campenaerts, who's been climbing very well as well. Maybe we should even get a poll of who's been the best domestique in this year's tour for many of you guys. But great to have almost 900 people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well. What are we saying as well? Scott, did you see the footage of the Tadej Pogacar with the Visma Leaf bike? There is a video now. Yes, I did see it. I would almost say it was a bit of Tadej Pogacar's fault in a way. He was very close to the team car, I think. But yeah, a bit of a shame, right? Yeah, let us know where you're watching from as well. What are we saying? Annihilator is Pogacar in third place if Lipovic helped him. Is that what they're thinking about? Getting Roglic on the podium? Stage 21 is pretty spicy this year, that's true, from Mother Cramden. So we'll wait and see. Yeah, MT saying this as well. Feel like this was Astana's B squad because they know it would be a lot harder to get a lot of points than in the Giro and the Welter. I think that is a good point as well. And they have also been getting points in other races while the tour has been going on. Valentin Panapantra is almost bridging up now. So Valentin Panapantra almost bridging across. So doing a good ride. A very animated climbing style. Very animated, shall we say. But 3 seconds he's got to make up. He can see them. It's going to happen. He's going to close it. And yeah, very, very interesting opportunity here for him. If he can ride with these guys, maybe this helps them a bit more. Tobias Foss, the former 9th place finisher in the Giro d'Italia a few years ago, and Tour L'Avenir winner, as we know. He's just trying to up the tempo. Campanat's in there as well. Aina Rubio, Bruno Marai, who was in that group as well, is struggling a bit towards the back. So, yeah, they're doing a good job to just keep the momentum up. They want to try and keep that yellow jersey group away for as long as possible. Panapantra still not bridged up to those two up towards the front. So, yeah, they're sitting up a bit now. I think they know that they might get the reinforcement of the Frenchmen. So it'll be Roglic with 2 French guys with 1 kilometer still to go of the stage. And this is looking a bit prettier now for these guys. Maybe they will be able to do something. We'll have to wait and see. But they are gonna be 3 riders. 3 is better than 2 maybe. If they look at each other, for sure not. But maybe they will be able to do something here. So we'll wait and see. But for the time being, we have got 3 riders with 1 kilometer still to go. Just a reminder that we have got Lenny Martinez sitting in 3rd place in that polka dot jersey, 33 points adrift from Tadej, from the lead as well. So yeah, Tobias Foss and his group, they come under that banner as well. Or banner, it was a cone almost at the side of the road. So we'll see if they are going to be able to do it here and bridge back up. I mean, if they could bridge up, it would be a very strong group, I think, towards the front. And maybe they will be able to go all the way. But I think that is very hopeful in this moment in time to think that they're going to be staying all the way. And yeah, I don't see that happening. I don't think any of us see that happening. We haven't done our break versus the peloton yet, so maybe we should do that one for all of us. But for the time being, 64.4 kilometers. They're inside the last 500 meters of the climb. And the first of 3 climbs will be done. So they're climbing quite fast as well, I think. But Valentin Panapantra just goes out the back, so he's struggling. He's just struggling a bit there to keep this up. So Valentin Panapantra, he's kind of going back and forth, but you know that elastic, it goes sometimes. So let's hope he can keep the momentum going right now. But 64 kilometers, 48 seconds. The green jersey already 7 minutes back. So this will be a very, very interesting few climbs for the peloton. And we'll see if anyone's going to be able to do something here. But for the time being, it's looking very good for Lenny Martinez. It's looking very good for Valentin Panapantra. Well, it's looking fairly good for Valentin Panapantra. We're coming inside those 200 meters. I think they will just give it to Lenny Martinez uncontested here. I don't think they're going to be challenging Lenny. Lenny is going to get it with Roglic in 2nd place. So, yeah, pretty good ride there by them. Pretty good ride. So, yeah, we'll see who gets fourth place as well. Those points. So I think this is going to be quite good for Lenny Martinez, because I think the second group is going to sweep up most of those points as well. Maybe Tadej and Jonas gets a few points just to nip away from it. But yeah, right now it's, yeah, so far so good for Lenny Martinez. But we've been in this situation before where he takes the first climb and then absolutely drops backwards. So yeah, that can happen as well. But for the time being, they're doing a fairly good job. To try and increase the margin. And yeah, we'll see if UAT members can get this back into the picture as well. 63.2 kilometers, 55 seconds. So it's almost touching a minute for UAT members. And yeah, are they going to be worried about this? There's not really anyone they care too much about. They don't care about Roglic. He's far down in that GC for them. He's 12 minutes and 50 seconds down right now. So I don't think they're going to be too bothered about Primož Roglic. Maybe. Nah, I don't think so. I think they'd be fine with that. I mean, yeah, I think Roglic is only really a worry for Oscar Only in this moment in time. And yeah, we'll see if they'll be able to do something. But for the time being, that first climb has been crossed. And then we've got a bit of a descent. And then we come to the next climb as well. And that one is where we're going to see if someone maybe will get caught out. It's quite short though, so I think it will be the final climb. It's, yeah, how long is it? 5.8 kilometers at 6.5%. Not the most challenging of climbs. So don't expect too many fireworks, I think, or too many implosions of any GC riders. So we'll see if something happens with these guys. But for the time being, it's looking very good for the breakaway. It's looking fairly good. Let's not go overboard. But yeah, I think Roglic, this is a good try. It's not the last competitive stage. Obviously, stage 21 is going to be super interesting. We'll all watch this together as well. But we're almost at 200 likes, guys. So smash the like button if you haven't already. This poll is super close. It's just gone towards Ineos Grenadiers right now. So Ineos Grenadiers favored a bit. But I mean, wow. Yeah, if it is Red Bull Boransgrad, they will have a lot of chefs in that kitchen for sure. I don't know if yeah, Roglic, what the situation there is. He has a contract for 2026, I think. But yeah, I mean, we've seen contracts being bought out as well. I haven't heard any murmurs of why Roglic would go. I mean, Ineos Grenadiers desperately want potent GC rider as well, but yeah, I don't know if they will invest in Roglic. I mean, he's doing well here. He won the Vuelta a España. Maybe he'll try and go back and win it. They're currently sitting 53 seconds up, so it's not the biggest margin for these guys. 55 seconds. They've got quite a way to go. With less than 61 kilometers to go of the stage. So the next climb could be quite telling. 5.8% at 6.5%. So that climb could definitely be telling if this breakaway is going to be given an opportunity. The last time we were at the Comète de Roselène was on stage 19 of the stage 5 of the Tour de l'Avenir Femme in 2023, and also that year on stage 17 of the 2023 Tour de France, where it was obviously Felix Gall who won the stage on that day. It was the Col de la Loze stage, and this climb was actually the second climb of the day, and the climb that was cancelled today was the first climb for the riders. Obviously that was going to be the first climb as well today, but that didn't quite happen. But that next climb is going to be a very interesting feature to see if it does impact breakaway. I mean, Roglic, Panapantra, and yeah, Lenny Martinez climbing very well. All of them having some kind of success this year's tour, but obviously it is the man, Valentin Panapantra, who has come away with something actually tangible that he is going to be taking all the way home. Lenny Martinez, I mean, the polka dot jersey, but I mean, the polka dot jersey isn't his, so yeah. But for the time being, it's looking very good for these guys. They're trying to build up the lead. It is coming down a few more seconds though, so UAE Team Emirates are doing a good job to try and maintain this, keep this under control. And yeah, will they be able to do something here? UAE Team Emirates, are they going to be winning the stage with Tadej Pogacar today? Will he add his fifth stage win to the Tour? So that could maybe happen. We don't know, but we'll wait and see. Maybe. Jonas Vingegaard wants a stage win, of course. Ooh, Team Car very close there. No, official Car very close to the riders. This is the Vauclin group dropping out of the yellow jersey group. So Vauclin in a bit of problems. Up towards the front, I think. Is this? No, this is the second group with Aino Rubio. Tobias Foss in there. Campenuts just losing a bit of ground. I think they are going to be swept up by the peloton shortly. So the peloton, they have just dragged back a few more seconds. 35 seconds now, the gap to the front group. I know Rubio looking behind. Is this all done? I think they're just giving up now. Tobias Foss, Victor Campenuts. I would love to get a shot of the... Yeah, here we go, the peloton. How many are in that peloton? There's still quite a big peloton, to be honest. 20, 30, maybe 40 riders. Yeah, but at the front, they're still working pretty well together, but it's still only 38 seconds. It's not good. It's not good, really. They need more seconds. So we'll see. We'll see. But Valentin Panapanta, Roglic, and Lenny Martinez doing their rotations at the front. But I think it's not enough this. We'll need to see if they can do something to extend that gap. They really need to extend the gap. But confirmation of the Masters points as well on the first Cataract climb. 20 points for Lenny Martinez, 15 for Primož Roglic, and Panapanta taking points. And Wellens was the one who took the last point. So Tadej Pogacar nor Jonas taking points there. But yeah, they'll get very close to this as well shortly. What are we saying as well? Hey Dane, where did my greeting go? Great to have you here, Daniel, from South Australia, Central Standard Time. Yeah, very late for you guys. 58 kilometers to go over the stage. 58 kilometers, that's all that we've got left on this very short, truncated stage. It was already a short stage at the start, or initially, but then it got even shorter, as we know. So, yeah, we'll see if this really impacts the action as well. We've had Roglic is already in the breakaway for the second day in a row. You don't often see that. But the French GC riders are struggling with Kevin Vauclin and Jonas Vingegaard. They are about 56 seconds down. 56 seconds down right now. I think it's time to end the poll as well. Very, very close poll this. But I think we should go for, yeah, will Roglic... Where will Roglic finish in GC? Finish in GC this year. Will he finish third, fourth, fifth, or DNF? We have to put a DNF in because it's Roglic. But 57 kilometers still to go here. 34 seconds. They're on the climb now. 5.9 kilometers long at 6.3%. So the stats are a bit different from pro cycling stats. Not sure who you follow on these kind of things. But yeah, 5.6 kilometers. Roglic will be very keen to try and extend their lead. They would want to get at least 2-3 minutes by the time they get to the bottom of the next climb. But I'm not sure that's going to happen because now it is Uno X polling with Andreas Leknesson, the former top 10 finisher in the Giro d'Italia. They're not too keen about this situation happening right now. I'm not sure who they're threatened by here. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what this is about. Maybe they're thinking they're just going to put more time into some of the other riders. Yeah, so this is not looking very good. Oh no, Scott McMillan giving us a very bad news there. Phil Collins, one of my favorite artists. Oh, that's a shame. But 56.6 kilometers, 32 seconds, 31 seconds. What will happen in today's stage? Andreas Leknesson working or doing his trial, his stagiaire for UAE Team Emirates right now. just working at the front, the Norwegian national champion and former Maglia Rosa wearer as well. Are they seeing something maybe? Are they seeing some of the riders below Tobias? Yeah, well, actually, no, it's a good move. I take it back. Very good move, because right now Tobias Johannesson is behind Vauclain in the GC by quite a few minutes. 2 minutes and 16 seconds. And right now they can really put the Frenchman into some problems. So this is a good move by Uno X. Very good move that they're really putting them into some problems. And also putting the rest of the field in some problems as well. The breakaway up in front will not be too keen about or pleased about this. 4.9 kilometers still to go of the climb, 6% right now. If the breakaway looked behind, they would be absolutely be able to see the riders coming up, because there is a very wide, long hairpin here. I don't think it's 27 seconds. They're saying 27 seconds, but I think it's more like 10, 15, 12 seconds. So we'll see what the time gap is in a bit, but I think it's a lot lower than 26 seconds. So I think they might get caught. I don't believe in this Lenny Martinez, Panapantra and Roglic breakaway, unfortunately. So, yeah, 56 kilometers still to go. Vauclain still struggling. He's 51 seconds behind. He's about 24, 25 seconds behind this Uno X-led peloton. So he's doing a good job to try and stabilize the damage being done and defending his GC very well. So, yeah. Andreas Leknesson, is he just auditioning for a job for UAT Mermaids next year? Absolutely upping the tempo. 54 seconds for Vauclain to the front end of the stage. But for the time being, it's looking very good. There's a lot of riders around Kevin Vauclain, so Arkea BNB really rallying around their man. And of course, he's not alone, so that will help him as well. But for the time being, we've got Jonathan Milan well down, 9 minutes down. But for the time being, they're doing a good job at the front here. Andreas Leknesson working for his teammate of Tobias Johannesson. I wouldn't be surprised if Tobias Johannesson is in there as well. Or Anas Johannesson. But the breakaway, they still are leading by like a hairpin, around about a hairpin of a lead. So they are saying 26 seconds. Maybe it's correct. It probably is correct. So they're doing a good job at the front to try and keep this going. I mean, Lenny Martinez, 4 kilometers. He needs to pick up those points there if he has any shot of this. Any shot. But, yeah. Is he going to be able to make it, Lenny Martinez? My faith has absolutely swung the other way. Great to have Matt B as well in the chat. Great to have so many of our regulars as well in the chat. Really being consistent day after day. I really appreciate that. And it's been very enjoyable to follow the tour with all of you. John Kelly saying raining at finish line. We had rain yesterday towards the finish on Col de la Loze on Courchevel. But we're seeing Andreas Leknesson, the former 8th place finisher in the Giro, really pushing on. Wore the Maglia Rosa as well. But the Norwegian really getting his face on the screen and his pain face on the screen. So 2 national champions now working at the front of the bunch. And we've got Narvaez not too far away as well from the front. So it will be three national champions just dictating the pace on their own terms as well. Or the peloton's terms. So I think this Roglic move is doomed. And most of you are going for Roglic finishing 5th. So most of you going for Roglic not getting any places in this race. Obviously, if you say 4th, that means something is happening to Oscar Onley. So Oscar Onley, is he going to be able to do an absolutely amazing debut tour? The best debut tour that we've seen since last year. From Remco Evenepoel, getting a stage win, white jersey, and also a podium spot. That was quite a great one, to say the least. Right now we're seeing Roglic really just trying everything. Lenny Martinez looking like he's been looking for most of these climbs as well, really hurting. Valentin Panapantra, I don't think he has too much left in the tank either. So they are doing a good job just to keep the pressure on, but it's, yeah, okay, they've extended by a few seconds, 29 seconds now. Vauclain, he's about a minute and 4 seconds down, so he's got about 30 seconds. 30 seconds So, yeah, Vauclain's definitely losing time, but it's not the 2 minutes and 15 seconds that Tobias Halle Johannessen and Uno X would like. But for the time being, Roglic looking very poised. He's got a mission, but is he going to be able to complete that mission? That is a big question as well. 54.7 kilometers to go. Are we going to see a stage win from any of these guys? That is the big question. Probably not. I think it is going to be a Tadej Pogacar Jonas Vingegaard showdown, and we know what that means. That means that Tadej is probably going to win because he seems to have the better punch when it comes towards the finish. So, will this be a victory for Tadej? Probably. I think he's been very good. The best climber of this year's race. Looked very good yesterday as well. And I think if it wasn't for that lull, he probably would have taken the stage win up the Col de la Loz, a stage that he has, a climb he's never won on. Even though being there 3 times, different ways as well. But yeah, we're seeing Uno X still working at the front with these guys. They're really just keeping the pressure on, and maybe could do something. Leknesson, Florian Lipovic, I think he's a bit isolated. Has he got a teammate with him? Who have they got? I mean, Vlasov, that's the only team rider I can think of in the team that's a good climber, but I'm not even sure he's still there. We've still got riders up towards the front, 27 seconds. And Oscar Onley still looking good as well. He's got a teammate with him. Who could that be? Frank Vandenbroek or maybe Warren Barguil. Felix Gall has 2 riders around him as well. Ben Healy, where is he? He's also going to be one of the ones I'm a bit worried about. But Ben Healy, what a tour by him. He's absolutely been having a great Tour de France. Stint in the yellow jersey, stage win, close to the Mont 2 stage and inside the top 10. More than EF probably would have hoped for this year, I think. But Movistar, I mean, we should probably talk about disappointing teams as well. Of course, they have 2 more stages after this to try and rescue it, but I don't think that is going to be able to happen. Felix Gall, Ben Healy, 2 riders who find themselves inside the top 10. 2.4 kilometers still left of this climb. So, yeah, who's going to be winning this stage? That is the question that we're all thinking about. Well, actually, the question we're all thinking about now, courtesy of the poll, is where will Roglic finish in the GC this year? A man who hasn't finished in the GC, like I've said so many times, since 2020. So, Kevin Vauclain, he's got a massive group of riders in that group. 2.2 kilometers. Valentin Panapantra seems to up the pace a bit. So he's just attacking Lenny Martinez in the red. He's going backwards. So Lenny Martinez, the clutches or the brief moment he had, potentially the Pogacar jersey, absolutely going out the back here. So Lenny Martinez has been distanced now. It's Roglic with Valentin Panapantra. And Lenny Martinez, by his French countrymen, I'm not sure they've been on the same team. No, I don't think they have. But yeah, they just got rid of him. So Lenny Martinez has been dropped by Valentin Panapantra. So what a shame. Valentin Panapantra in the Pogacar jersey is not going to happen. That French drought of no Pogacar jersey winner is going to extend 1 year more. Because the last time we had it was Romain Bardet back in 2019. Was it not 2019? We had Alaphilippe in 2018. So I think it was 2019. But yeah. 2017 Warren Barguil, great string of a run there in the Pogacar jersey. But Lenny Martinez is battling back. He wants to try and get back into this. Obviously the points, 5 points up for grabs for whoever's at the top of this one. But I think it's done. Even if they make it on the last climb, he's not going to be able to hold off the peloton. So yeah. We're going to get a coronation of that Pogacar jersey in the next climb for Tadej Pogacar, I think. I think that is what's going to happen. That Henri de Grange prize, because it was double points, that absolutely just waved it into Tadej Pogacar's clutches, unfortunately, that Pogacar jersey. Nothing against Pogacar, I just don't want to see one rider winning two jerseys other than white and yellow, I guess. But Slovenian flag on the side of the road. Roglic will be very happy about that. Lenny Martinez is about 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds down. 1.5 kilometers still to go. Valentin Panapantra doing his audition to be Roglic's teammate in Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe. Imagine if they sign him. Some kind of swap deal. Roglic goes to Quickstep. That would be a crazy transfer. But Ben O'Connor, the man sitting in 10th place, stage winner yesterday on the Queen stage of the Tour de France, being on the Cycling Dane, and if you have subscribed to the Cycling Dane channel as well, you are like Ben O'Connor because he also subscribed to the channel. That was very funny when he did that. But yeah, 27 seconds, super nice guy. Ended the drought for the Australians of a stage win. Jai Hindley winning in 2023. But what is he going to be able to do? Will he be able to leapfrog Ben Healy? I think that's going to be a bit of an ask. But yeah, I think he might go on the offensive later on. Yeah, we're seeing the Vauclin group as well. They're about a minute down on the yellow jersey group. So they are starting to leak time here. There's about 900 meters left of this climb. Second of 3 categorized climbs left or in the stage. And then we've got that long plunge down into the bottom of La Plagne. And then fireworks are really going to be thrown up, I think. Fireworks here as well. Lenny Martinez has battled his way back. So chapeau to Lenny Martinez. Not down and out. Absolutely great riding by him. Yeah, absolutely great riding. So doing a very good job to just make sure that he's still in contention for those points. That very slim chance of getting the jersey. And doing a very good job to just stay up towards the front. 5 points available on the line in about 600 meters time. Lenny Martinez, real grimace on his face, real pain face. The camera's picking up his pain face. You can't hide in the Tour de France. If you have a pain face, it will just show up. But right now, 51.9 kilometers still left on the stage. There's still 400 meters left. And are we going to see something happening? Is he going to get the 5 points? He desperately needs those 5 points. 33 points to make up to Tadej Pogacar. But yeah, is he going to be taking the points here? Lenny Martinez has a very good kick in as well. So maybe his kick is a bit better than Valentin Panapantra. Is he going to let his French countrymen take the points here? That very, very slim chance of doing something. We will see. Roglic looking around as well. There's less than 150 meters now to go for these guys until they get to the top of the climb that hasn't been crested since 2019. And Lenny Martinez just comes to the front. His desperate run and trying to keep his hopes alive for that jersey. I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. I think Tadej Pogacar will be winning that jersey. So good effort there by Lenny Martinez to get back and take the points there as well. But it's not going to be a polka dot jersey, unfortunately. So 51.8 kilometers still to go of the stage. 48 seconds. The peloton are still being led on. Well, now it's UAE Emirates taking up the lead again. So Andreas Leknesson doing them a good effort there. And really doing them a good favor as well. So we'll wait and see if they're going to be able to win another stage. They've already won plenty stages with Tim Wellens and Tadej Pogacar. But maybe they're going to add yet another stage win to their very, very impressive collection of achievements this year. So they are a fantastic team, as we know. But yeah, it looks like they could be doing another good job here for Tadej. There's a lot of domestiques that have been cracking, as we said. So we'll see. But Sepp Kuss out the back, that was a big worry. Matteo Jungsen at the back as well, that was a big worry as well. So 49.6 kilometers still to go over the stage. Kevin Vauclin, he's still 1 minute and 6 seconds down on the yellow jersey group. The yellow jersey group about 43 seconds down. So yeah, it's looking very good for many of these riders. And maybe we will see something happening today for the biggest guys as well. But for the time being, It's a bit of a quiet affair. The race situation is a bit stagnant right now, but we still have our breakaway riders of Lenny Martinez, with Roglic, with Panapantra. These are three very good climbers, and what a fight back by Lenny Martinez there. The descent, very, very long descent. The net descent is very long for these riders. So we'll see where the advantage deficit is as well for the front riders. 48.5 kilometers. These kilometers are absolutely going to be ticking off now. Average pace right now is about 33 kilometers an hour. So you can see the pace has come down a bit for these guys, but an absolutely electric pace, pain face for them, for Lenny Martinez. 44 seconds. So we'll watch this. We'll remember this. 44 seconds. We'll see what it is at the bottom of La Plagne. La Plagne, 19.3 kilometers long, as we said. 7.2% average gradient all the way to the top. So yeah, a 1-2-3 as well, as we said, for UAE Team Emirates. Absolutely destroying a one-day race in Spain. Reta in first place, Isaac Del Toro second place, and Antonio Morgado in third place. So a clean sweep for them on that day, that race. So yeah, his first professional victory as well. So quite a good one, and they gifted him that stage win. But 47.4 kilometers, we're seeing Valentin Panapantra trying to extend the gap here. He's got a few seconds on Roglic and Lenny Martinez. The rain is starting to come down now. The rain is starting to come. So that is a bit of a worry as well. There is rain coming down now. So we'll see. Let's get you the pictures as well. So Intermarché actually shared what it looked like in terms of the rain. So let's try and see if I can get that video for us. Lenny Martinez is being distanced together with Roglic to this very, very strong move by Valentin Panapantra. I mean, how much time does he need to extend this out to have a realistic shot of winning the stage? Come on, guys. I think it's not gonna happen. So I don't think it's even gonna happen. But great to have so many people in the chat. What are we saying as well? Maybe Visma will trade Jonas for Ayuso. What we're saying as well, must have been a localized shower, Scott. Looks better now. We're also saying recycling Sepp Kuss and Wout seems cruel. Visma need a new squad. I mean, I think Adam Yates has been a very, very good addition to the team, and Victor Campenaerts as well has done a good job as well. But great to have 1,000 people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well. 45.9 kilometers still left. We're seeing Roglic and Lenny Martinez pursuing their man, or their former companion, or he is still their companion in the breakaway. So they closed that gap that was building up to about 5 seconds. Panapantra, we still have those three riders that just extended their lead to 1 minute and 4 seconds. And the big headline in terms of GC riders struggling is Vauclin, the man sitting in 7th place. He was struggling yesterday, and the French rider, the best French rider in GC, he looks like he's going to be going down further. It's currently around 51 seconds, so they are somewhat saving it or limiting it. So yeah, we will see if they will do something. But courtesy of our friends at Intermarché Wanty, this is what it looks like. It's raining a bit, so a bit nervous there. A bit nervous for the riders. Wet descent, always nervous times. But right now, 44.6 kilometers, 1 minute and 1 second for the yellow jersey group. The yellow jersey group currently being charged up by Visma Lease Bike, I think. We haven't quite got that motorbike shot. We're seeing it from the helicopter shot. And I think it's Visma Lease Bike. It looks like Visma Lease Bike. It is Visma Lease Bike. Very dark jersey, yellow jersey. I quite like the jersey. It's quite nice. So we'll see if they'll be able to do something. I think it's time for a new poll as well. 36% of you believing he is going to be finishing in 5th place. 5th place. Who will win the polka dot? Oh no, that's too easy now because I think that's done. Who will win the stage? That is the question now. Will it be the breakaway? Well, we could say Roglic, couldn't we? We'll say Roglic because he looks pretty good. Will it be Pogacar? Will it be Vingegaard? Or will it be others? So that will give us a good indication of who you think is going to be winning the stage. But yeah, Panapantra, Lenny Martinez, they've just managed to distance Roglic a bit. We know Roglic doesn't like a descent when it comes to French roads. Remember Paris-Nice a few years ago, crashing there. But Lenny Martinez and Roglic, they did bridge up to him, and we'll see if they will be able to extend it to 2 minutes, 1 minute 30. I don't know. We will see. We will see. But these three guys are certainly trying something. But Roglic has been distanced. Roglic distanced by 9-10 seconds now. So Roglic not really too keen to follow these two guys out towards the front. Those guys really just doing everything, putting everything on the line. They know that there is a chance of glory in today's stage. It's a very slim chance, we know, but maybe they can get something. That is the big question. What are they going to be able to get? But for the time being, they're doing a very good job to just keep the ship steady. And yeah, what will they be able to do? From the Peloton group as well, certainly a very strong team, as we know. But maybe they will be able to extend it out a bit more. We'll wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking very good for the riders, pushing the pressure on, and maybe something will happen. 41.7 kilometers still to go on the stage. Yeah, Roglic looking behind. It's not really a great situation for him. He's quite nervous on this descent. It looks very technical, very dodgy as well, this descent. Oh my goodness. Don't get the braking wrong and you would fly off an edge here. So the riders will be very worried about this, I think. This is a very dangerous descent, to say the least. 41.3 kilometers still to go over the stage. Many riders up there towards the front trying something. I mean, there's 3 riders, not that many. Scott, let's just get it correct. But yeah, Roglic just making sure not to do something here. Yeah, scary descent this. Scary descent. Roglic taking it very easy. So we'll see what happens deeper into this as well. But Roglic just taking it a bit easy. Nervous times here. 40.9 kilometers still to go over the stage. Of course, it is 19.3 kilometers to the top of La Plana, or that is the whole of Plana. But Roglic just taking it easy. We've seen so many times riders just losing the back wheel or the front wheel on these kind of descents, and he's absolutely taking this as easy as possible. So we'll wait and see. Oh, it is Roglic. It's Roglic at the front. Oh my goodness, it's Roglic. Sorry guys, it's Roglic. I was wrong. Roglic is at the front. So Roglic is doing a good descent. Apologies. Thank you for that as well in the chat. But yeah, he's got 7 seconds. There you go. So Roglic is doing a good push. Yeah, I thought it was him who was the nervous one, but apparently not. Leading the other guys by 12 seconds. 12 seconds. So, yeah. Tim Wellens, he's just guiding down the yellow jersey group here, the Belgian national champion. 1 minute is their deficit to Roglic. They've got about 53, 54 seconds in terms of the front. Or to Vauclan. But Tim Wellens at the front still working very hard to keep them just inside the right moments here. We've got, yeah, it's a very dangerous descent this, I think. I would be very nervous myself just descending it alone, let alone with all the pressure of the Tour de France and all that as well. But for the time being, we're seeing Kevin Vauclan and Airbnb there trying to just maximize as much as they can on this descent to try and get back into that yellow jersey group. Still 54 seconds. 54 seconds. Roglic leading the pack right now. And what will he be able to do? He's doing a very good job down this descent. He's a very good rider, as we know. Former ski jumper, so he knows how it is to fly through the air. That was such a bad joke, wasn't it? But Roglic, he's taking it very cautiously. So he's doing a great job here, just navigating around those very, very weak, very dangerous descents, sketchy descents. That's what I was looking for, just searching for the words. So wet descent, obviously that is not something anyone wants to see. Very torrential rain. And right now, oof, that was very close. That Kemmer climb was taken out by a team car as well. Uh, yeah, earlier. So that was a bit of a worrying moment there. Another one for the Tour de France. But for the time being, we'll wait and see what's going to happen here on the stage. Anything can happen still. 38.9 kilometers. The Panapantra Lenny Martinez group is just trying to get back into this as well. So, yeah, it's a very delicate situation, a very dynamic situation completely, and maybe we will see something happening in terms of that front group. We'll wait and see, but yeah, it's looking pretty good for Roglic. This plan is in motion. I think he does need a bit more than 57 seconds. It looks like Martinez has been dropped a bit by Panapantra, so there's a bit of a few seconds between those two. So we'll wait and see what happens between these guys. They're doing a very good job to just keep the pressure on for as long as possible. And maybe they'll be able to do something here. You never know. You never know. Yeah, pushing on a lot here. Roglic, it's saying he has about 3 seconds to Panapantra, so we don't know that. Lenny Martinez can't see his man, or the chasing man, his guiding light right now up towards the front. So, yeah, maybe we will see Panapantra come back to Roglic. Maybe Lenny Martinez will be back as well. They've got about 55 seconds, or Roglic at least has 55 seconds. We will wait and see. We will wait and see. But it's looking very good right now for Valentin Panapantra to try and get back, bridge up to Primož Roglic. Obviously, they're taking this descent very fast as well. Coming around the winding corners, it's looking a bit safer in terms of the drop-off for the riders on this climb. But for the time being, we are just seeing Valentin Panapantra trying his best to be as aerodynamic as possible, being as close to that aero tuck position as he can without actually doing it. But for the time being, Roglic up towards the front. 7-8 seconds, they're saying now. 7-8 seconds. And then Panapantra has about similar distance or similar gain on Lenny Martinez, and 55 seconds with the yellow jersey group chasing behind, with Tim Wellens leading that. But Primož Roglic doing a very good job to try and extend the margin he has on that yellow jersey. Will he be able to keep this all the way to the next climb? Will they get a few seconds back? 35.9 kilometers. Remember, we start that climb at 19.3 kilometers, La Plagne. So there's quite a bit of time for him to maybe get some more distance or more of a time gap here. So yeah, we'll wait and see. We will wait and see. But yeah, it's almost 35 kilometers. The yellow jersey group doing a very good job to try and limit this gap as well. They're not completely content with letting the gap go. Tim Wellens still in charge of the pacemaking at the front down this descent. But yeah, this descent quite wet to say the least. 1 minute and 3 seconds. 1 minute and 3 seconds, 1 minute and 4 seconds. And they are doing a very good job up towards the front, just keeping the momentum up. And maybe we will see them catch Roglic in the first half of the climb, maybe. And yeah, great to have over 1,000 people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Let's try and get to 300 likes before we get to the start of La Plagne. And great to see so many familiar names in the chat as well. 34.6 kilometers. It's absolutely drenched, the roads. They are getting some summer rain here in the Alps. I've actually seen that in the Alps a few years ago when I was in the Alps. There was rain there as well. Quite strange, really strange. You're in the summer and it's always like borderline thunderstorm is about to break out or something like that. But Roglic just taking it very safely around the corners, but he's still going very fast. He's extended his gap to 18 seconds now. 18 seconds, 31 seconds on Lenny Martinez. So the polka dot jersey dream is dead and buried, unfortunately. And Roglic is really trying to reach out for glory. Hasn't taken a win since 2020. So Roglic desperately wanting a stage win as well. Yeah, like Space said, localized shower. Yeah, that's very true. But 33.8 kilometers, anything can happen still on the stage. Is Roglic going to be winning this stage? Most of you think no. Most of you are thinking Tadej Pogacar is going to be winning today. The final mountain stage of this year's Tour de France. Maybe we can just see a big victory here today for a Slovenian. Which Slovenian? Tadej or Roglic? We will see. But Jonas Vingegaard obviously wants to be in the mix as well. Right now, it's about 12% for each of them. Only 11% to someone else. Tim Wellens doing a good job to just manage this gap as well. They still have Adam Yates in there, so Adam Yates desperately could do something as well. I mean, the team classification, I spoke about that before. I mean, we have a bit of stagnant situation going on right now. So if we talk about that team classification, we were saying that Visma were leading with 15 minutes. I'm not sure that is the case right now. After the stage into Courchevel, oh, it's 14 minutes. Okay, so they only took back 1 minute. UAT Emirates. So I don't think anyone really cares about that classification really. It's kind of a plan B prize, if you will. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. But Danish flag at the top. I think the Danish flag is actually similar to this region's flag as well. So I don't think it is a Danish flag. I think it is this region's flag. I was very confused when I saw that flag as well, thinking, did you just steal our flag? But 32.2 kilometers still to go of the stage. Roglic powering on at the front. This could be an epic win for the Slovenian. He was on the attack yesterday. Didn't quite work to plan. But try again. And this is exactly what they're doing in this moment in time. Absolutely plowing on at the front. They desperately want to try and get up the road with him. Put pressure on all the other riders, and maybe he will be able to do something here. But great to have so many people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well. Over 1,000 people. And yeah, we're from all corners of the world right now watching the Tour de France. But Primoz Roglic, the former Giro champion, the former Vuelta España champion, actually the current Vuelta España champion, the current, what did he win this year? Vuelta Catalunya champion. Doing a very good job to put himself in a position where he might be in contention for the win. Just taking on as many bottles as possible as well. And what will he be able to do? That is the big question. Rwandan flag in the chat as well. And what are we saying as well? A desperate attempt from a desperate rider, Jean-Marc. Is this him thinking about a third place? Is this him thinking about something else? But right now we're seeing Lenny Martinez being brought back into the fold by UAT Emirates. So he's being brought back here. So Lenny Martinez is no longer a topic of conversation for this stage, unfortunately. So we will wait and see. Anything can happen still on this stage, and one of those things is, of course, Tadej Pogacar winning the stage. Tadej Pogacar could be winning the stage. Jonas Vingegaard could be winning the stage. But that pain face by Lenny Martinez, Valentin Panapantra being brought back as well. Yeah, this is looking very interesting now. 31 kilometers to go, 49 seconds, 48 seconds. Vauclain, 2 minutes and 10 seconds down, so he's definitely going backwards. Well, he did on this descent. 46 seconds. So right now it's the yellow jersey group versus Roglic with 30.8 kilometers to go. We still have a bit of a way until we get to that first or that final climb of the day, the final HC climb of this year's Tour de France, the final big mountain. And Roglic is leading the way on this very wet day, very wet roads. Localized rain, as Space said, but 41 seconds. That is not enough. Come on, Roglic, that is not enough. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. I mean, now he finds himself maybe in danger of Felix Gall. If he drops completely, yeah, maybe Gall could get involved in the picture. But yeah, I'm not sure if this is Roglic being a teammate or Roglic trying to completely gamble and go for all or nothing. So we don't know. We don't know. But for the time being, we're seeing Tim Wellens. Yes, Rondo, you're right. We should have that t-shirt completely. We're seeing Tim Wellens working at the front. I think it's Adam Yates. This is a very, very wet run-in as well. 29.8 kilometers, 38 seconds. Tim Wellens has taken this gap down. It's Wellens versus Roglic. AG2R have plenty of riders in there as well for Felix Gal. We've got Ineos Grenadiers riders. We've got EF Education Easy Guy post riders with support for their man of Ben Healy. So, yeah, who's going to be winning this stage? Can Roglic throw it back? We will wait and see. 29.4 kilometers. Ben O'Connor at the back end of that yellow jersey group. 36 seconds. He's got himself inside the top 10 after what happened yesterday. That was a very, very good ride by Ben O'Connor. Really attacking at the right moment as well. And what a win for him. Ending the drought for the Australians. And really saving Jake Ayula's Tour de France as well. They've had a lot of bad luck, to say the least. We have got the Cycling Dane coffee mugs. There is a Cycling Dane coffee mug. It's in the description somewhere. So that is a thing. But Tim Wellens, we're asking. Tim Wellens is still pushing on. 32 seconds, 28.7 kilometers to go. Are we going to see a stage victory here from Tadej Pogacar? It looks like the team have been given the orders to keep the pressure on. Keep this up. Looks like that is the orders being placed. But a very wet, fast run in here as well. They're doing a great job to keep the pressure on Roglic. Lipovic will be somewhere in here as well. But Roglic will not like this news if he knows what's coming behind. He thought maybe he could just let go, but it just didn't happen, unfortunately for him. Primoz Roglic, the former Olympic time trial champion, doing a good job to get up towards the front and be in the mix. Really throw down his power and see if he can just be part of the conversation for the stage win today. We'll see if he can finish it off. But Tim Wellens doing a very good job. Tim Wellens, one of the best domestiques in this year's Tour de France. There's plenty of riders that we could throw in the mix for that as well. But 27.9 kilometers, 25 seconds. So he is just making a bit of an inroads into Roglic. Says advantage. And are we going to see a real big showdown between the big GC riders one last time on a mountain in this year's Tour de France? And maybe that will happen. We will wait and see. But Roglic really pushing on here. 27.4 kilometers to go. 22 seconds, 21 seconds. And from behind, if you look behind, he could just see the yellow jersey group as well. 21 seconds. The Vauclin group about 1 minute 30 seconds down. So they are losing touch more than they were at the beginning of the last climb. So Roglic in not a good situation, I think, now. 19 seconds. I think he might actually be caught before La Plagne as well. So maybe this was not a good idea. But Roglic tried again. And I don't think this was the best plan. If he was feeling good, why did he not save his legs and be there? And then on the last climb, they would do something. Not quite sure. 26.6 kilometers still left. We're seeing Lenny Martinez just struggling at the back end of this yellow jersey group. Keeping that polka jersey dream alive, maybe. Is he going to recover, come from nowhere and win the stage and take the points at the top, the 20 points? I don't think that's happening, unfortunately. But we'll wait and see. Roglic, yeah. I mean, he tried, but when UAE members are motivated and other teams as well, it's hard to get away. So, yeah, maybe he was hoping for a bit of an implosion from behind. It's not quite happening. The only rider going backwards is Kevin Vauclin and Jonas Vingegaard, but that's not really who they were thinking about. They were thinking about Oscar Onley. But this kind of weather, Oscar Onley would have cycled in all through his childhood. So, yeah, 17 seconds for the yellow jersey group, 16 seconds. They are just clawing it in bit by bit. Great to have Clifton Dunn as well in the chat. Many regulars in the chat as well. Space saying going for the most competitive prize. Yeah, for sure. I think that's going to go to Roglic today. 25.5 kilometers still to go over the stage. We're getting ever closer to that final climb, La Plagne. He's got about 6 kilometers now to make up, or 6 kilometers until he gets to the bottom of the climb, the foot of the climb, and maybe Roglic can just turn back time and take a stage win. We haven't seen a stage win from him in a very long time in the Tour de France. He hasn't taken a stage win riding for Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe in the Tour, but he did win the Vuelta a España for them last year, and also the Dauphiné, so I think they were pretty happy about that fact. But Roglic, under the 25 kilometers to go banner, 14 seconds. Yeah, Roglic, no. What are you doing? Not a fan of this. Tim Wellens still ploughing on as well towards the front, doing his best just to keep the pressure on. I think they might still have Narvaez and Adam Yates in here, so that's not good news for Visma Leasebike. Visma Leasebike, I think they're down to only Simon Yates and Victor Campenaerts, so they're two new boys in the winter transfers. Are doing a good job to stay up towards the front as well. But we saw Sepp Kuss and Matteo Jorgensen going at the back, so that was a bit of a shock. But obviously they had a very big day yesterday as well. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But Oscar Only has got a rider with him. I think Florian Lipovic might actually be by himself right now. So Roglic's day is going to be over in terms of being at the front of the race. So yeah, Roglic, I'm not too sure if that was a good idea. You are going to get most competitive rider, I think, as a consolation prize, but yeah, you didn't get rid of Oscar Only. You didn't put the other teams under pressure. So yeah, we will see. We will see, but commiserations to Roglic. Doesn't look like it's going to be happening here. And maybe we'll see Jonas Vingegaard trying something. Will we see an attack from him? See an attack from someone else? But yeah, Tim Wellens absolutely ripping this up right now. Or destroying the dreams of Primož Roglic. One of the best domestique riders in the race right now. And yeah, Lizzie Deignan as well has announced her retirement from the sport. So that's a great shame. Of course, very good career, but right now, 23 kilometers to go of the stage. Who's going to be winning this? Yeah, who's going to be winning this stage? Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, someone else? We will see. We will see. But for the time being, Roglic still has 7 seconds. He's still got about 3 kilometers before he gets to the next climb as well. But doing a very, very good job here to stay up towards the front. A very good job to still hang on to some extent. Still hanging on to some extent. So Primož Roglic, probably not the best move, but doing a good job to just keep that advantage up as much as possible. 6 seconds now. The Kimon Vauclan is about 1 minute 45 seconds down now, so that's quite a sizable gap, and I think this is just going to be extending even more. It might just be extending even more. We're seeing Tadej Pogacar getting ready, the yellow jersey group lining up behind. It's still quite a big group. There's about 20-30 riders in there, so it's not really as truncated as we were thinking. So yeah, Roglic just pushing on. Roglic really just pushing on. I mean, he's going to be caught momentarily by Tim Wellens. Very, very good charge by him. And yeah, Tim Wellens will be seeing Roglic very, very quick. I mean, he can see him, but Roglic is going to see him as well very quickly as well. So Roglic, what could have been, unfortunately, not quite the way he would have wanted this to finish, but Wellens, absolute beast here, absolutely clawing this back. And 21.6 kilometers. They have 1 minute and 45 seconds, so Roglic is brought back in the fold, and unfortunately for him, it's not going to be a great technical day, and now he'll need to conserve his energy and hope that he doesn't go backwards as well, because this could happen now. If he hasn't got anything left in the tank, he could absolutely go backwards. It looks like the rain has dried up a bit as well. So Lenny Martinez still in this group with among other riders. So Lenny Martinez doing a good job just to keep that dream alive 5 points over the top of the last climb, but I mean, it's not enough. 25 points, he's still 8 points adrift. 8 points adrift. Remember, he got deducted 8 points. So he would have been equal with Tadej Pogacar once more. So, yeah. Roglic, great shame that he was brought back there. But, yeah, not hindsight and all that. But it's easy for us to say that in our dry living rooms, wherever we were watching it. Who's got the funniest location where they are tuning into this stream as well? I'm in, I guess, my bedroom. Some people say that I'm in my mum's basement. I've heard that one many times, which is quite funny. We had people at the airport as well. We've had people at work. So we've had some funny locations, but I don't know who has the funniest location today out of you guys. But great to have 1,800 people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from, because we want to know who has the funniest location. But La Plagne, the final HC climb of this year's Tour de France, will be welcoming the Tour de France momentarily, and maybe we'll see some big fireworks. Tadej Pogacar is maybe on track for his 5th stage win of this year's Tour de France. The polka jersey elect winner, the yellow jersey potential winner, or are we going to see some real work being done here by Visma Lease Bike? Has Jonas Vingegaard just left it all till this climb to drop Tadej by 4 minutes and take the yellow jersey and win his 3rd Tour de France? I don't think that's happening. But maybe he could get the stage win. Maybe. Yeah. What are we saying? Scott is in a silo somewhere in Arkansas. My bird room for Jan. And I'm in the basement under the stairs like Harry Potter. But Tim Wellens throwing a bidon away. They're getting ready for their final HC climb. So are we. La Plagne, it is on the... Yeah, they're there now. They're there now. So Roglic has been brought back. It's Narvaez riding second wheel behind Tim Wellens. And third wheel is Tadej Pogacar. UAE team members are going to do another powerful demonstration of their climbing domestiques, I think. 19.1 kilometers, 7.2% average gradient. Simon Yates in there. AG2R have plenty of riders around. Felix Gall as well. But I think that is going to be fleeting momentarily. But Jonas has Victor Kampenarts of all people and Simon Yates. Tobias Johannesson, I think he's a bit more of a lone figure. Roglic, I think, is going to be going out the back shortly. Oscar Onley, what is he going to be able to do against Florian Lipovic? That is one of the big battles that we're all looking forward to. Maybe these two guys are going to be able to take some chunks out of each other. They're not just fighting for the white jersey. They're also fighting for that podium. The 3rd place. Roglic out the back. Oh my goodness, Roglic. Oh, Roglic. What was that? What was that? Roglic is out the back. Ugh. But Tim Wellens is still driving the pace at the front. So does this mean Roglic's 5th place might be under threat by Gall? I think it could be. So Gall, it's almost 2 minutes. No, it's almost 3 minutes. But, yeah, 18.3 kilometers. This was throwing all the die, and it didn't quite work out. But, yeah, it's Tim Wellens just pumping the watts at the front. We've got Narvaez, 2nd wheel. Tadej Pogacar, 3rd wheel. Jonas Vingegaard, 4th wheel, and then 5th wheel Simon Yates and Felix Gall staying up towards the front. We're getting riders cracking towards the back. Gregor Mühlberger cracking now. I mean, he wasn't really someone we were thinking about in terms of this. But right now, Roglic dropping out the back. We also have Vlasov dropping out the back as well. So Vlasov's going out the back. So many of these riders just, yeah, tapping out for the day. I think Ben O'Connor. Is this Ben O'Connor with Lenny Martinez? There's a Jake Wahula rider. This might be Ben O'Connor. Yeah, Ben O'Connor. Ben O'Connor's gone as well. So obviously a lot of riders feeling the effort from yesterday as well. And unfortunately Ben O'Connor's out the back. Lenny Martinez out the back as well. So I think that Pogacar jersey dream is nailed. It's done. It's over. Right now at the front we got Narvaez, the Ecuadorian national champion, seeing an Ecuadorian flag on the side of the road. But yeah, he's been climbing very well, Narvaez. Jonas Vingegaard also here with his teammate of Simon Yates. Campenaerts goes out the back, 17.7 kilometers. The riders are really dropping like flies here. Really dropping like flies now. This is absolutely implosion time for the group. And now AG2R, they're just trying to get one of their men to lift the pace. I don't think Narvaez is too happy about this. Adam Yates going out the back as well, together with Tim Wellens. We're seeing EF Education Easy Post losing a rider. So now it is very worrying time. Very worrying time. Yeah, wow. But now AG2R are trying to make Roglic regret his decision. Now they're eyeing up a potential 5th place for Felix Gall. This is going to be interesting now if AG2R Decathlon can maybe lock this in. Florian Lipovic, he's not thinking about Roglic. He's thinking about his own chances here. But the script has completely flipped now for Roglic. AG2R, what can they do now? They're the ones that are the pace setters. They are just trying to up the pressure even more on Roglic. Up the pressure on Oscar Onley maybe as well. Maybe they think they can go all the way to the podium if they do the right crack of these riders. But yeah, Roglic distanced. Vauclain 1 minute and 55 seconds down. Maybe we will get Roglic in that group. But Vauclain, yeah, how far is Felix Gall going to be climbing up this as well? In terms of the virtual one, it doesn't really change in terms of the order in the top 5. But obviously in the top 6, we have had Gall climbing up 1 place. Well, actually, he climbed up 1 place yesterday. So that's not, it's not really. They're targeting Roglic now. So AG2R trying to do everything in their power. They've got 3 riders up towards the front. Very good effort by them. And we'll see if they will be able to crack any more GC riders. This pace looking quite high. 8%. Narvaez still in there though. Florian Lipovic looks like he's starting to waver a bit. They have got Aurélien Panapantre, Callum Scottson with Felix Gall. So they're doing a good job here at the front. Callum Scottson and Panapantre, the Aurélien version, not the Valentin version. They are just working at the front now for Felix Gall, the Austrian man who wants to try and get inside the top 5 if possible. And this could be on the cards now, courtesy of Roglic's stunt. So Roglic, no guts, no glory, or whatever he said. And he did all guts, but no glory, unfortunately. 16.6 kilometers. They're extending the gap to Kevin Vauclain, who's absolutely in a worrying time now. Vauclain could be dropping further down in this GC because there's a Tobias Halle Johannesson still in this group, and he's in currently 8th place, and he might be getting a place up the Norwegian rider, the former Tour de l'Avenir rider. But Florian Lipovic on the wheel of Oscar Onley. These two were watching that battle carefully as well. Jonas Vingegaard currently wearing the polka dot jersey on behalf of Tadej Pogacar. This could be the last chance for Visma Lease Bike to take some chunks out of Tadej Pogacar. But for the time being, they're doing a very good job just to keep the pressure on AG2R. Ben Healy still up here as well, so that's a very good one to say the least. Ben Healy doing a very good ride. I think we've got Arensman still up here, so there's plenty of riders that might be thinking of a stage win if they let go. Can they be let go? That is the big question. But a lot of people up here in this group, to say the least. Great to have almost 2,000 people in the chat. Smash the like button if you haven't already. And we'll see what AG2R's move is doing here on La Plagne. They're absolutely going for it. It looked like Ben Healy was going to be under threat by Ben O'Connor, but that is absolutely not happening. And right now we're seeing AG2R really just trying to grind this up La Plagne. La Plagne, a very interesting climb to say the least. But are they going to be able to do anything? That is a big question now. 8%, 19 kilometers an hour. 2 minutes and 4 seconds for Vauclain. Vauclain losing more time, and he's going to lose positions here. But if he gets 10th or inside the top 10, it's still a good tour by him and Arkea BNB. The last time they had a rider inside the top 10 was Nairo Quintana, but we remember that got deleted as well. But right now, 15.8 kilometers to go. 15.8 kilometers. We're seeing riders being shedded off the back. It is Aurélien Panapantre. He goes off the back now. Aurelian Panapantra is no longer a feature of that front end of the race. So are we going to see... Yeah, this is looking interesting now. They are pushing on now with Callum Scottson in front of Felix Gall. But does this mean when Felix Gall or Scottson is done that he is going to attack Felix Gall? Is it Felix Gall going to try and attack? Maybe. He looked all right yesterday in the Col de la Loz. Maybe he's feeling pretty well. He's just keeping the pressure on. Gall, what can he do? But Felix Gall, what can he do to trouble some of the other riders? The top 5 riders look very, very comfortable at this pace. Simon Yates in there. Yeah. We will see if Oscar Onley can keep this going. He's currently being man-marked by Florian Lipovic. There's not many seconds between those two. And yeah, Roglic, what was that? 15.2 kilometers to go of the stage. What will happen? We'll wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking very good for AG2R. They might just be getting another position in the GC. He gained 1 position yesterday, courtesy of Vauclain moving 1 down. And it could be that they gain another one. We're going to get a team radio here from Decathlon AG2R. This should be very insightful. Pogacar in your wheel. Pogacar in your wheel. You look magnificent, boys. Good job. There you go. That was the message from AG2R to their team. They're doing a very good job now, and we'll wait and see if they can really solidify this. They come under 15 kilometers to go now. Under 15 kilometers to go for the riders. They've got a long way of La Plana still to go. Are we going to see a big thunderous attack in the rain, in the wet? Narvaez looks like he's dropping maybe a bit as well. Is Narvaez dropping out of this group? This group is thinning by the minute. I don't see Narvaez in the group anymore. No, he's moving down the group now. He's moving down the group. But Picnic Personnel still have Bardet, I think, or who is this they still have? But Narvaez looking like he is spent. Narvaez has been climbing very well in this year's Tour de France. So, yeah, very, very good signing by UAE Mermaids. He changed over from Ineos Grenadiers. Has been at Sedal Quickstep as well in the past. But the Ecuadorian finding a home now within UAE Mermaids and even winning the Tour Down Under. Also set Pogacar up on the autogram and on Milan San Remo. But right now he's out the back. I think he's still inside the top 20 as well. But 14.6 kilometers left. 1 minute 31 seconds, 35 seconds for Primoz Roglic. Oh my goodness, Primoz. This was self-harm. That's what we saw here. What was he doing? But I mean, if it worked out, he would have been a genius. It's that thin line between genius and not genius, shall we say. But Narvaez out the back. Callum Scottson's out the back as well. Who's going to take it up now? Maybe it is... Who is it? It's not Simon Yates either. He's gone. Simon Yates goes out the back. Valentin Panapantra goes out the back as well. So a lot of these riders... Now it's Felix Gall. He's taking up the charge at the front. So it is really mostly the heads of state now in terms of that top 10. We still have Rensman up there as well. He's a fantastic climber, as we know. But for the time being, Rensman looking a bit more lively. Is he thinking about the Mountains jersey? I don't... Well, it probably is. But Rensman moving off the front now. Rensman, he is very, very interested in trying to get another stage win. Tadej Pogacar upping the pressure now. Tadej Pogacar ups the tempo. Tadej launches. So Tadej Pogacar just launches off everyone. And now Pogacar and Vingegaard are going to have their own private battle. Polka dot jersey versus yellow. Both jerseys are Tadej's, but Jonas is wearing it on behalf of Tadej Pogacar right now. Tadej Pogacar versus Jonas Vingegaard. Is Jonas Vingegaard going to be able to keep up with the Slovenian this time? These two just getting their own private battle now. We saw at Hortogam, he absolutely put in almost 2.5 minutes into Jonas. So Tadej just looks around. They have their own private battle once more. These two just doing everything they can. And yeah, Tadej and Jonas, are they going to be helping each other? Right now is Tadej Pogacar leading out Jonas Vingegaard. Maybe he's saying, come on Jonas, you need to do something. I'll give you the stage maybe if I can be bothered. But for the time being, Vingegaard and Tadej Pogacar Vingegaard, are you going to be helping your arch rival? Arensman desperately trying to get back as well. But right now, UAE Team Emirates versus Miss Melissa Bike, as we've seen so many times. This is going to be an interesting one. In the rain. We haven't seen them in the rain that many times, have we? In terms of this showdown between the two of them. But we're seeing at the back as well, Florian Lipovic is still marking Oscar Only like hair on soap. Like hair on soap. But Oscar Only in that group as well with him is being driven on by Ben Healy. Ben Healy has Tobias Hallohannesson, but Felix Gall has got a bit of a bit of a gap as well. Yeah, we will see. But right now, Rensman has caught the two riders up towards the front. So Rensman, he's going to be leading up Vingegaard and Tadej Pogacar. I mean, these Vingegaard and Tadej Pogacar, they have before been led by an Ineos Grenadiers rider in Carlos Rodriguez, and it kind of went backwards for them. Okay, it's a very different profile, of course, today than it was in 2023. But yeah, we will see what happens now. But Tadej Pogacar and Jonas Vingegaard riding zone 2 right now, it looks like. Yeah, Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, what are they going to be able to do? But Arensman just trying his luck here. He's against the two heads of state, but Tadej Pogacar marks him completely. He goes on the Dutch rider's wheel. He's desperately trying to get away, but I don't think this is going to happen. Wow, what's going on with my hair as well? Needs a haircut, we all know that. But Arensman, the Dutch rider, 13.2 kilometers on La Plagne, the last climb of this year's Tour de France. A very interesting climb on a truncated stage, and it's still come down to the scenario that we all were predicting. Jonas Vingegaard and Tadej Pogacar fighting it out for the stage win, with Arensman leading them up right now. What are we saying as well? Arensman smart. Don't help those monsters. He is helping them right now. He's on the front. So Arensman looking around. Why is he? Yeah, Arensman, you need to try and sit on for as long as possible if you can. If that's even possible at this stage. 13 kilometers to go. We're seeing Tadej Pogacar looking behind. Vingegaard is his chief focused, but Arensman, will he be able to do anything? That is the big question. But Arensman attacking off the front, trying his chances. Is he going to be able to get up the road? These two are absolutely looking at each other, but that's going to be profit for Arensman because he's going up the road now. Arensman going up the road, and maybe he's going to be able to do something. Arensman absolutely flying up this climb as much as possible. And Felix Gall, I think he's going to try and drag this back as well. So Gall's not too far away from the two aliens as well. But Arensman just upping the tempo, trying to get up the road. And Pogacar not really, well, reacting to it, but letting the Dutch rider go. But these two riders have distanced themselves now from Arensman. So Arensman has about 7 seconds of a lead right now. 7 seconds of a lead. But Jonas Vingegaard not attacking. So that's a big shame. Big shame. But Arensman getting some clean air between himself and the two top riders in the Tour de France for the last 5 years. So we'll wait and see. 12.5 kilometers is a long way to go. It's a long way to go. We will see if this pays off. But Tadej, Jonas, the two number ones for their respective teams. But yeah, Arensman just grasping the opportunity. He really needs to build up a lead as much as possible if he's going to be able to hold this off. Tadej versus Jonas. Will this play out? Simon Yates somewhere down the road as well. He's just making his way up to the Oscar Only group. Yeah. We'll see if Floyd Lipovic attacks or Oscar Only tries to attack as well. So anything can happen. Anything can happen on the stage still. Will it be Jonas Vingegaard? Will it be Tadej Pogacar? Will it be Tjeerman Arensman? But Frank Vandenbroek has managed to get back into this group as well. So he's the one pulling the white jersey group with Oscar Only, with Tobias Hallohannesson and Ben Healy. They find themselves about 27 seconds down on the front of the race. So it's well and truly not over this. Tadej looks behind, says, come on, Jonas, you need to do something. Come on, you need to do something. Can't just be me doing all the work. Or my team were doing all the work before and now you're not doing anything. Jonas not attacking, unfortunately. We want to see that big attack. He's afraid. He said he was more interested in trying to go for the win than safeguarding second. But right now, he's not attacking, so he is safeguarding second. So, yeah. 15 seconds. 15 seconds to go. 15 seconds for the two absolute monsters to make up on our Rensman. But they have got about 8 seconds until Gal catches them up. And right now we can see that white jersey group getting back into play as well. They're not too far away now. They're about 10 seconds down on the two top riders in the GC. So Pogacar is absolutely not doing anything here to try and close this gap to our Rensman. So our Rensman, very good opportunity for him to potentially get up the road now. And he did get up the road, but to stay away. For the time being, we're seeing the general classification. Roglic is slipping down into 6th place now. So good ride by Gal, good ride by many of these riders. And yeah, Roglic is going to be slipping down. But he will get inside the top 10 at the end of the stay, at the end of the Tour de France at least. That is something you can take all the way back to, yeah, Monaco. I want to say Monaco. But Arensman, 18 seconds now. 18 seconds. Pushing on. Doing his best. 11.5 kilometers still to go. 20 seconds he's built up to those two riders up towards the front of the GC. But a very, very good effort here. Tongue out as well. Gal almost being brought back by Frank Vandenbroek. What an effort by him. Picnic personnel have absolutely impressed me on the last few days. Such great teamwork. Very skeleton squad in terms of the mountains, but that skeleton squad absolutely making use of themselves. So a very, very good effort. Oscar Onley is very, very good this year, and his team are absolutely trying their best. So it looks like we are going to see Felix Gal being brought back into the fold here. Ben Healy is Ben Healy struggling? I mean, yeah, Oscar Onley, great ride here. Florian Lipovic looking very safe as well. Tobias Hall-Johannessen is going to be gaining time on potentially Primoz Roglic. So Roglic could maybe go all the way down into 8th place, 9th place. Yeah, right now, Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, they're going to be brought back by Gal. They're going to be brought back by the white jersey as well. 24 seconds now, 24 seconds. Anything can happen, as we know. But great effort there by Picnic personnel. Great effort by Frank Vandenbroek. That was some effort. Chapeau to him. Chapeau. Absolutely great rider. But right now we're seeing Gal is the one charging up. So they brought Gal back. So Gal is now the domestique for that group. Oh my goodness. Primoz Roglic is 3 minutes and 45 seconds down. Oh, the interview of him later is going to be interesting to hear what he says to defend this move. Absolutely Kazakami attack, to say the least. So, yeah, hasn't really done anything for his teammate. I think Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe, the tactical wheels have absolutely come off the last few days. 10.7 kilometers. Has the tactician for Visma Lease Bike, are they also doing something for Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe? 10.6 kilometers to go. And Arensman still out towards the front. A good move. Can he save Ineos Grenadiers' tour even more? He's taken a stage win already. Carlos Rodriguez dropping out, of course. That was very sad to see. But right now, it's looking very good for the riders in this group. Can they do something? Oh, well. Looking very good for the ride out towards the front. It's not looking too good for the white jersey group. Well, it's looking all right. It's looking all right, let's be honest. So we'll wait and see. But for the time being, maybe we can get a good effort being... Yeah, that great effort by Frank Vandenbroek was absolutely... Yeah, that man needs the champagne at the end of the day for... Well, Oscar Only won't get any champagne unless he's the white jersey. They're saying Ineos Grenadiers fighting with these guys, all right, really good. You're a really strong mate. So really strong effort from our Rensman. I think we can all be on the same page for that. A man who's finished inside the top 10 in both the Vuelta a España and also the Giro d'Italia on 2 occasions, doing a very good job, the Dutch rider. He's got about 170 meters of a lead right now on the climb. Still 10 kilometers to go, a long way. He's got 29 seconds on an advantage, but Roglic is hemorrhaging time here. Roglic is absolutely hemorrhaging time. Hair all over the place. But Arensman, 8%. How much has he got left in the tank as well? It's, yeah, these are the riders on their knees. The riders are absolutely on their knees here. Battling it up, the final mountain stage. What are we saying? It's Arensman. Arensman. Is that how we're saying it, Jay? Do correct me on any of the riders' pronunciation. I always have a bit of a annoyed when the commentators don't pronounce the Danish ones right. So, yeah, I shouldn't be double standard. So, 9.8 kilometers to go, 27 seconds still for the yellow jersey group being led by Felix Gall. Tadej Pogacar second wheel, Jonas third wheel, fourth wheel is Oscar Only. Do we have any Only fans in the chat? So funny. I think that is one of the billboards that have penetrated most through the cycling consciousness, collective consciousness. But 9.7 kilometers to go still of the stage. Ben Healy looking quite good as well. He looks like he's struggling a bit. We know with the head tilt. The joke is that the more he tilts his head, the more he's suffering. So Jay saying Arensman is like Ordense, not Ordensen. Arensman. 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 I'm going to be struggling on that. Maybe he's going to be winning the stage as well. But yeah, 30 seconds. 30 seconds here. So he is just increasing ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Oscar Only is on a good one here. It looks like it. Florian Lipovitz doing very good as well. I think when your teammate is doing well, the domestiques just get that extra gear as well to help out. It is a team game after all. So, yeah, his team are really rallying behind him as well. But for the time being, it's looking very good now. 9.4 kilometers still to go over the stage. Are we going to see a big victory here by Tadej Pogacar, by Jonas Vingegaard, or can we see Arensman? Arensman. It'll come to me at some point. I'll get it right. But 9.3 kilometers still, 32 seconds. It is the Ineos Grenadiers, Dutch ride out towards the front, grasping for glory once more. No guts, no glory, as Primož Roglic says. He had guts, but there was no glory. But will it be glory for Arensman? We'll see. We will wait and see. Absolutely pain face on the show of the Dutchman's face right now. And what will he be able to do? That is the big question. Absolutely tremendous effort from him to try and single-handedly rescue Ineos Grenadiers with 2 stage wins. He's already got 1 stage win. But can he do it? Arensman. Is that how we're saying it? It continues that struggle. But the struggle also continues for Ben Healy. He looks like he is just about half a gap here. Half a gap off. So half a gap off. A bike length off, unfortunately. So bit of a shame there. But he is battling back. He looks like the elastic hasn't snapped yet. He's just going back and forth now. And we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what happens. But Tadej Pogacar comes to the front now. Bit annoyed at the rider here. Jonas Vingegaard before. Message from the Decathlon HR. We have to take more than 3 minutes on Roglic to be comfortable. Come on, Felix. Well, he's got 5 minutes on him, so they're pretty comfortable now, to be honest. So Felix, I think he is going to move into top 5. What was Roglic doing? I think Roglic is going to be one of the things we talk about in the race recap analysis and on the Cycling Dane podcast after this, because that was just Kazakami attack. But for the time being, we'll wait and see what's going to happen on the stage. Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, they're still the 2 front riders. Jonas being labelled boring by a lot of you. Not attacking. He's riding like he has the yellow jersey, but he's the man who needs to attack. So, strange, isn't it? Strange. Not sure what Jonas is doing here. I think he said that he was gonna... he said he was gonna attack, and he wasn't worried about finishing second. He would risk it all for winning the stage and winning winning the GC as well. But yeah, Kamikaze. Did I say it wrong? Was that wrong as well? Is all my words under scrutiny now? But Tadej Pogacar still pushing on here with Jonas Vingegaard on his wheel. Oscar Only third wheel. We got Lipovic fourth wheel. Tobias Halle Johannesson, who's doing a very good ride up there. 32 seconds for the yellow jersey group. But Pogacar is absolutely just riding zone 2, I think. He's not really putting much effort into this. So what is Jonas doing? Jonas is not attacking. What is Jonas doing? He's just succumbing to the fact that he's going to be second. Yeah, let's ask you guys. Should Jonas attack? What does he have to lose? I don't really understand. Third place is more than 7 minutes behind him. So I don't really understand. Should Vingegaard attack? Yes. No. I don't know why I typed those out. But is he waiting for 5 kilometers to go? What is he waiting for? Is there something he is waiting for? We'll see. But 34 seconds up to the front. Ineos Grenadiers, Dutch rider. And we will see what happens. But Vingegaard riding second wheel. Oscar Only third wheel. Only fans. Lipovic as well. Yeah, we will see what happens. But Tadej Pogacar, we're just seeing, yeah, he's got about 40 seconds to be as Halle Johannesson to make up to jump ahead of Roglic as well. So Roglic could be absolutely falling down that GC picture. What was that? What on earth? I'm not sure. I thought he was feeling absolutely great, but obviously he was trying to do something. He was willing to risk his place in the top 5, but I think a top 5 for both of them would have been a better result. But yeah, no guts, no glory, and today was no glory. Tadej just, yeah, I would love to know what the power is now. Give us the power, show us the power. Is it 340 watts that you said it was his zone 2? But 7.5 kilometers still to go of the stage. The final HC climb of the day, of the tour. No more HC climbs. We've got categorized climbs coming up tomorrow. We've got categorized climbs on the final day in Paris as well. And the final day should be a very, very exciting one. Our Ensman absolutely just trying to put everything into this. Yeah, our Ensman, will he be our Ensman? Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we did the whole stage today as well. Absolutely funny. Yeah, John Kelly saying as well. We did the whole stage today. So that was quite funny. But who's going to be taking this stage win? Is it going to be our Dutch rider out in front? Jonas Vingegaard, Tadej Pogacar coming from behind. We know they can absolutely just destroy a lead like that. But is it going to happen here? Our Rensman, 7 kilometers still to go. If we think, well, I haven't actually showed you the profile of the climb. The climb we said was 7.2% average gradient. But right now, we are just seeing the Dutch rider making his way up towards the front. There's a lot of barriers on this climb, which is quite funny. I thought they said that they couldn't do it. Tadej Pogacar. Pogacar attacks. Pogacar attacks. Pogacar gets tired of the mind games. And Oscar Only has followed them. So it's Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, and Oscar Only. And they have dispatched with Florian Lipovic. Florian Lipovic has been dispatched. So this could go from a worst day almost. Yeah. But right now it's Florian Lipovic on the wheel. He's just dragged himself back into contention. So Tadej just firing a bit of a warning shot. Tadej just firing a bit of a warning shot. No counter back. No counter attack here from Jonas. No counter attack from any of these. So we'll wait and see. But Felix Gall distanced. Tobias Halle Johannesson distanced. They still need to keep going because they're gaining positions potentially on Primož Roglic. So Lipovic, he's in this trio. So the top 4 of the Tour de France are together right now. Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, Oscar Only, and Lipovic. Are they going to be like that by the time we get to Paris in terms of the order? And 82% of you think that Jonas Vingegaard should be attacking. I think I would be agreeing as well. Tadej Pogacar, bit of an attack there, did some damage, upping the tempo, I think, a bit as well. That means that Ben Healy, Felix Gall, and Tobias Halil-Andersen, they've just joined together. They are a trio now. They are a trio. So, yeah. Warning shot from Tadej Pogacar. We'll see what he does next as well. We saw that formidable Hortogam attack where he put 2 minutes and 10 seconds into Jonas Vingegaard. But on a very wet day on La Plagne, we're seeing a group. Well, I think Roglic might be in the same group now as Kevin Vauclain. So yeah, Jonas Vingegaard wearing that polka dot jersey, not his, obviously. He's wearing that on behalf of Tadej Pogacar, and he's got Oscar Onley on his wheel, like he did as well in the Tour of Croatia a few years ago. But now 22 years young and up here in the front end of the Tour de France. But yeah, we also have the white jersey of Lipovic. He's desperately trying to defend that and also defend his third place. The white and the third place really in play right now for Oscar Onley. Arensman really trying to get everything out here. He's got 31 seconds. And yeah, is he going to be able to do this? I don't know. It will be a very, very close one, I think. 6 kilometers. He's not looking especially strong right now. He's doing everything he can, though. He did have a glimmer of maybe getting that polka dot jersey, but he was well and truly denied by Tadej Pogacar and Jonas Vingegaard yesterday. When he moved, they moved as well. But he's out of that picture. That Henri de Grange prize well and truly took that out of the scope of any other rider, because Tadej Pogacar finishing second on the day there. But 5.9 kilometers still to go. 27 seconds this Dutch rider has of a lead, Arensman. Vauclain is riding by himself here. He's 4 minutes and 33 seconds down on Arensman. And right now we're seeing 44 seconds for the Gal group. They have about 17, 18 seconds to make up on that top 4 group if they're going to be able to do it. 27 seconds still they have to make up as well. But Arensman, is he going to be able to win this stage? Where is Roglic? We saw him in the break early on. He's losing a bucket load of time and sinking down in the GC currently virtually, and could be ending up maybe 9th place, maybe 8th place, I think. 8th place is probably... Yeah, I think 8th place is probably the lowest he will go, but... Even so, going from 5th to 8th, that is remarkable to say the least. Great to have so many cycling fans in the chat as well. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Let's try and beat our best score of this year's Tour de France of 1,200 likes. We're currently on 400 almost. So I'm sure we can do it. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We've got the last 2 stages coming up in the next 2 days, in the weekend. But for the time being, we're just getting reminded that the Alps will be having... the Olympics in 2030. Is that the Winter Olympics? But 26 seconds. Tadej Pogacar reluctantly riding at the front again. Jonas Vingegaard has not had any time at the front here on La Plagne. And yeah, Jonas not hitting out. What is he scared of? What is he waiting of? Come on, Jonas. Has he not got the legs today? Is that what's happening? I would love to know what's being said in the radio. And Robert Shark saying that Roglic, situation of Roglic, not even Pro Cycling Stats knows where he is. Yeah. Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, Oscar Onley, and Lipovic chasing down Tjemen Arensman up towards the front. 25 seconds between these 2 groups, or the front runner and the second group. So what is going to happen? 49 seconds for the Gal group. They're about 23 seconds down on this second group on the road right now, and Vauclain has 4 minutes and 44 seconds, so maybe Vauclain can leap ahead of Tadej Pogacar and maintain maybe a 7th or 8th place. So we'll see. That top 10 in GC is going to be interesting to siphon through and see what the damage has been done there. 5 kilometers to go. Who is going to be winning this stage? That is the big question. Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, Oscar Onley, and Florian Lipovic are all in play for this stage, but Arensman is trying to deny these 4 riders the stage win and get his second stage of this year's Tour de France. The Dutch rider, super talented climber, very tall as well, 1.90 m, being very animated in this year's Tour as well. And maybe he could just put his name in for that combativity award And maybe that's what he's thinking about as well if he doesn't win today. Roglic probably going to be winning the Combativity Award today, and also stupidest move of the stage. But yeah, it's always easier with hindsight. Hindsight is 2020. But yeah, 2020 also the last time Roglic finished inside the top 5. Finished a Tour de France, as we said. But for the time being, 4.7 kilometers left. Danish flags on the side of the road, or is it flags from this region? Because they have stolen our flag. But yeah, the Norwegian Tobias Halle Johannessen trying desperately to hold on to the wheel of Felix Gal. Ben Healy as well trying his best, but he's going backwards. Ben Healy just struggling quite a lot, but he knows that there's time gaining on other riders. But yeah, right now the Dutch rider is absolutely just hammering it at the front. Yeah, is he going to be able to win this stage? That is the big question. Is it going to be Tadej Pogacar? Is it going to be Jonas Vingegaard? Most of you saying yes. Do you think it is going to be a Pogacar win today? Is he going to get his 5th stage win? Will Pog win the stage? That is the big question. He might want to win the final stage of the day. So maybe. 4.3 kilometers still to go of this stage. Felix Gal. Oh no. Who is this? I think Vauclain is getting a bit of help from one of the AG2R riders. So AG2R just helping out another, I think it's 2 Frenchmen working together. So Vauclain just getting a bit of help there. We see that sometimes. Sometimes, yeah, it's Bertin. He's helping his French countrymen, and maybe they were teammates as well. So sometimes we see team allegiances just crossing borders, and it's quite nice to see. Ben Healy is distance. So Ben Healy is distance now. 81% of you think it is going to be a Tadej Pogacar victory today. 4 kilometers still to go. And are we going to see Oscar Onley attack? Are we going to see Lipovic trying something? It's so close between the two of them. I think both of them are hoping that the other one just grinds down and will be dropped by the grinding process. But for the time being, Arensman, 4 kilometers to go. 22 seconds. These guys, I mean, Pogacar's doing all of the chasing right now. No one wants to attack. No one wants to do anything. Tadej, these guys are not helping. Tell them to do something or just sit up. That would absolutely mind blow both of these 3 riders. But Jonas Vingegaard not wanting to do anything. And maybe we are going to see Oscar Only try something towards the end. Lipovic as well. These 2 debutants of the Tour de France desperately trying to finish this off with a big GC performance. So yeah, Gal and Tobias Halle Johannessen. Tobias Lohan Andreasen is very far down the mountain. Other Tobias Halle Johannessen is just trying to get his career's best opportunity of finishing high up in the Tour de France. A former Tour de l'Avenir winner. Many people was expecting big things, but it didn't quite happen. But now he is really living up to that billing and doing it with Uno X, a pro continental team. Tadej Pogacar still riding out the front with that one arm warmer with the rainbow bands. So he's very comfortable with this right now. We got Oscar Only on his wheel. We got Oscar Only on the wheel of Vingegaard, and then we got Florian Lipovic suffering, I suspect, the former biathlon skier, I guess. But Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, Oscar Only, Florian Lipovic, no one really doing anything right now. So yeah, Marco saying Danes, myself included. I hope you're proud of your champion. Ouch, that hurt. 19 seconds. What are we saying? Space. We don't deserve to witness greatness. That's the truth. What are we saying as well? Pogacar glued to Jonas's wheel last kilometer HC climb. But our Rensman is just making his way up this climb. He's got a 21-second gap still. Still a 21-second gap between him and the other riders. Doing an excellent job to try and grasp out for the win, but I do fear that inside the last 2 kilometers, it will just be dead and buried. We're going to see the riders from behind starting to get a bit twitchy, and then they're going to attack, and then he's going to be absolutely gone, I think. But yeah, Arensman doing everything he can. Did Arensman get super competitive rider? I think he did, maybe. Yeah. We will wait and see what happens. But Tadej Pogacar still guiding them up through the crowd here. 2.8 kilometers still to go. Many fans, many flags everywhere. Great to see, great atmosphere. And they are giving the riders a lot of space, even though there are a few excited flags, shall we say. But Jonas Vingegaard still not attacking. Still not attacking. He said yesterday was the hardest stage he's ever had on a bike. But Jonas is not doing anything. Yeah. 18, 19 seconds now. 20 seconds. It's still very much in the balance, this, for Arensman. He needs 30, 40 seconds. And yeah, a few of you thinking that this is going to be heartbreak for Arensman. I think Tadej Pogacar is going to hit out when he's inside the last kilometer and really going to push it on. But yeah, for the time being, we're seeing Felix Gall and Tobias Johannesson a bit further down. 1 minute and 8 seconds back. These two gaining on Roglic. Roglic is 9 minutes back. 9 minutes back. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is a crazy implosion from Roglic. Wow. Wow. Maybe he won't get inside top 10. I think he will just be safe. 9 minutes. That means he's going to drop down. Ben Healy could maybe even get time on him. Maybe. Or he is getting time on him. But Roglic, absolutely implosion there. For what as well? 2.3 kilometers to go. 18 seconds, 19. Oh, Oscar Onley. Oscar Onley. Oscar Onley starting to drop back a bit. The Scottish young rider needs to fight back now. He needs to close that gap. He needs to summon his best Florian Lipovitz impersonation. But now they're in the order of the GC now. Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, Florian Lipovitz and Oscar Onley riding in the correct order. But Oscar Onley just starting to feel it. Oscar Onley is just starting to feel the pain. Absolutely incredible riding from this 22-year-old Scottish rider. Picnic personnel are having a blinder of a Tour de France with him. So come on, Oscar Onley, you can do it. Florian Lipovitz equally doing well, but I think that white jersey, that podium spot will be one step too far this year. But for mark my words, this man will be back and trying to get on the podium again. Oscar Onley slipping. Oscar Onley slipping. We can all recognize this if you've been on a bike. You will know this feeling. You just can't make up that wheel. And this will be a great relief for Florian Lipovitz. He gets on the radio immediately as well. And this is going to be a big relief for Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe. A day where they could have lost both the third place and also, yeah, now Florian Lipovitz is quite keen to push this on now. So Florian Lipovitz comes to the front. He does what Jonas didn't do and gets to the front. He wants to power in this gap now. He wants to absolutely maximize this opportunity. That white jersey is very much still in play on the final stage as well. But this is rough. This is rough. Oscar only took time on Florian Lipovitz the day before, but today it's the turn of the other way. Florian Lipovitz looks like he is just getting some time, and this is going to throw into the favor of Tadej Pogacar taking the stage win and Arensman getting heartbroken. Florian Lipovitz being the domestique, doing his best impersonation of Adam Yates right now with Tadej Pogacar on his wheel and Jonas Vingegaard there as well. So, yeah, Jonas Vingegaard, is he going to attack? No attack. But, yeah, Jonas Vingegaard not attacking. What a shame. No fireworks, 1.3 kilometers to go. Florian Lipovitz keeping less pressure on. And our Rensman just needs to summon all the strength he's got left here in the tank. Do something. Keep this going for as long as possible. And maybe he will just get a stage win. You never know. You never know. If you don't try, you will never know. Message for life, really. But yeah, right now at the front, he's absolutely trying his best here, doing everything in his power to keep this gap up for as long as possible. Maybe take a stage win all the way to the top of La Plagne and really rescue Ineos Grenadiers' tour even more. But there is a Tadej Pogacar wanting a 5th stage win. There is a Jonas Vingegaard maybe wanting to hit out as well. So we'll see. We'll wait and see. But less than a kilometer to go. We're inside the Flamme Rouge. 18 seconds, 17 seconds to go if they're going to catch Arensman. Arensman's doing a formidable job here at the front. Just keeping this at bay. Keep this at bay for as long as possible. Oh, this is looking interesting now. Are we going to see this happen? Who knows? But for the time being, not Roglic, Florian Lipovic's teammate, he can see Arensman. There's about 8 seconds. They can see him. Tadej Pogacar, I think he's going to be firing up those sprinter legs very shortly. But Lipovic, he's got about 28 seconds. So Only went backwards quickly there. Only absolutely imploded, unfortunately. Absolutely in the red. And unfortunately, it was not his day. But still sitting in 4th place. He can hold his head up high. He's still going to finish inside the top 5. So that is a very, very good first tour. And of course, we're going to see Oscar Only doing something. But there's less than 500 meters to go. Arensman needs to do something. 500 meters. You've got 8 seconds. This is desperate times now for the Dutch rider. This is desperate times. Don't look behind. You've got the absolute top 3 of this year's Tour de France grinding down, trying to hunt him down. There's less than 400 meters to go now. And Arensman, he's desperately praying to the cycling gods. He doesn't want a Pogacar attack to destroy his dreams. He thanked Pogacar the other day for not attacking, but inside last 350 meters for the top 3 group, Arensman looks like he is going to be taking the stage. Is he going to be taking it? There's no real acceleration from behind. Is it going to be heartbreak? Is it going to be joy? Is it going to be a stage win for Arensman? It looks like the Dutch rider has just maybe taken his 2nd stage win of his career, of his 2025 Tour de France. He looks behind. He's not sure. He's trying everything. It's not over yet, but Jonas Vingegaard finally attacks. Oh, crash for Lipovic. Crash for Lipovic. And Jonas Vingegaard trying to attack as hard as possible. But Arensman crosses the line. Jonas Vingegaard does finish 2nd. And it looked like Lipovic almost crashed his bike there towards the finish. We'll have to see the slow-mo there again. But he was on his bike. He finished 4th. Jonas Vingegaard 2nd. Tadej Pogacar 3rd. And Oscar Only coming up. Applaud this man. 22 years old. He is amazing. A Scottish rider in the top 5. Who would have thought we would have seen this? But Oscar Only for Picnic Personnel. Many people said Picnic Personnel were the worst team that they saw of the Tour de France because they only had a sprinting side. But they have absolutely showed all their critics that this is a star in the making. Oscar Only, we can absolutely salute him. But yeah, 46 seconds down. So we'll have to do the calculations. But Arensman takes a 2nd stage win. Adds another Grand Tour stage to his growing palmares as well. And what was going on with Tadej Pogacar and Jonas Vingegaard? Bit of tension there. Cherry juice everywhere to the riders. As part of the recovery, we'll get the top 10 as well. But Arensman, what a win. Salute him, chapeau, whatever you want to say. But Arensman, what a win. We're seeing Felix Gall just making sure that he distanced Tobias Halle Johannesson there. So Felix Gall really going to be gaining time here on his rivals. We'll see. We're going to see where is Roglic. So we're counting the stopwatch. We've almost got 2 minutes gone. Tobias Halle Johannesson, great ride by the Norwegian. Great ride. He's going to find himself well inside top 10 of the GC. And Ben Healy as well. He's going to be happy. A day where he gains on Primoz Roglic. So Ben Healy, the former Irish champion, the former wearer of the yellow jersey. And wow. What a performance by Ben Healy. Absolutely great ride by him. What was that? We'll get the top 10 when we've got a top 10 and the top 10 of the GC as well. The Mountains jersey, though, it's over. It's sealed and done. It's going the way of Tadej Pogacar. So Tadej has already sealed 1 jersey. Mathematically, obviously, he still had to finish in Paris. But, Tadej, 3rd place. Yeah, Jonas Vingegaard and Tadej Pogacar not really attacking as hard as we would have hoped. So, yeah. Oh, well. But Tadej Pogacar not winning the stage. I'm glad none of us bet any money on Tadej winning the stage. Thought he was going to get a 5th stage win. So, yeah. Right now, we're just seeing, yeah, the clock obviously hasn't stopped. It's still going. We're still looking out for Kevin Vauclan. We're still looking out for many of these riders as well. Yeah. Tension. Very much tension. And, yeah, between the two teams of UAE Team Emirates and Visma Lease Bike. We're just waiting to see as well what's going to happen. We're very close to 500 likes as well, so smash the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel as well. We've got the stage tomorrow. We've got the race recap after the stage as well, a bit later this evening, and on the podcast, so do check that out as well. But for the time being, we're seeing Valentin Panapantra come up towards the finish line as well with Simon Yates on his wheel. So the Mont Ventoux winner and also another stage winner of Simon Yates, they are just coming up towards the finale here. So good riding by them. And Valentin Panapantra, he is certainly doing very, very well. Yeah, exactly what MJL said. So much for willing to risk 2nd place. Yeah, there's going to be a bit of disgruntled cycling fans wanting more for Jonas Vingegaard. But yeah, I think this is Lenny Martinez. Is this Lenny Martinez? Yeah, Martinez. Good recovery by Lenny Martinez, we have to say. So maybe that jersey is still in play. We'll have to do the calculations for that. We're seeing Kevin Vauclan fighting towards the finish line. 4 minutes have already gone by. And have we got a top 10 yet? That is the big question for the stage. We will get the GC top 10 as well when that happens. Or, well, we can see that. But for the time being, what a day for Ineos Grenadiers. We thought this was going to be a bit of a terrible one for them, but they have well and truly come back in this. 2 stage wins. I don't even know if maybe our Rensman moves himself into top 10. We'll see, but he takes time on Ben O'Connor. Ben O'Connor fighting to the line as well. The remnants of the AG2R riders, they're coming up towards the front. I mean, Ben O'Connor taking that stage win yesterday and the Henri de Grand Prize. Yeah, formidable. We're almost at 500 likes, so well done to everyone who smashed the like button. But let's see. This is the top 10 of the stage. Top 10 of the stage. So we got Arensman winning 2 seconds ahead of Jonas Vingegaard, who finally attacked on the stage. Tadej Pogacar, 3rd place. Same time. Florian Lipovic, 6 seconds down on the winner. Then we got Oscar Onley, 47 seconds down. So losing 41 seconds, unfortunately, to his main rival in that white jersey. Felix Gall, 1 minute and 34 seconds down. Tobias Halle Johannessen, 1 minute and 41 seconds down. Ben Healy, 2 minutes and 19 seconds down, unfortunately. Valentin Panapantra getting inside the top 10 once more on a mountain stage. So he's really having a good Tour de France after the implosion of their Tour de France. So, yeah. Alan saying Pogacar finishes fresh again. Yeah, pretty much. He looked very fresh. But Kevin Vauclan battling his way with Victor Campenaerts of all people. So we'll wait and see what's going to happen here. We got the preview coming up on the channel in a few minutes. So, not this one, the other channel. So be sure to look out for that as well. But yeah, it's looking very good for many of these riders in the top 10 now. We're still waiting for Tadej Pogacar, Primož Roglic. Narvaez crosses the line as well, so good ride by him, the Ecuadorian. We've gone 6 minutes now. 6 minutes have gone. And yeah, interesting this. Interesting. We're seeing Astana coming up towards the line as well. Hero Tahada in there. Yeah, we're just waiting for Roglic. Where is Roglic? That Mountains jersey as well. A lot of points there. Maybe we can go through that one. We'll wait and see. But for the time being, it's Kevin Vauclan. Absolutely good effort by him. But yeah, Pogacar. Roglic, silly move that. And it looks like the white jersey, the polka dot jersey, and the green jersey were all sealed today. We've got, yeah, our Rensman just in disbelief there. Disbelief. Yeah, it's true. Pogacar could have taken the stage quite easily, I think, and didn't. So maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Yeah, interesting that. We're just... we will be having Ewan coming back on the recap as well today. So he's just gonna dip in on the final mountain stage. And yeah, good job there by Jonas Vingegaard. Absolutely, well, was it? Um, yeah. So we'll wait and see how this plays out, and maybe something will happen. But the GC is certainly changed completely. We'll see if anything happens here on the stage. We will do the recap race analysis with Ewan Wilson of the cyclist. So yeah, the stage win, as we said, victory by them. Yeah, pretty interesting that, to say the least. So anything can happen on the tour, even Arensman winning a second one. But yeah, Roglic, what was that? We'll talk about that in the recap for sure. But Arensman, yeah, adds another victory to his remarkable and growing palmares. Really the best Dutch rider when it comes to uphill. And for the time being, it's looking very good. Yeah, interesting to say the least. But we're just waiting for Roglic. Where is Roglic? Where is Roglic? But Roglic, where is he? Tadej Pogacar. Arensman just getting pat on the back by Jonas there. So, yeah, I mean, we're still waiting for that Roglic. Where is Roglic? Anyone seen Roglic? That is the big question. Yeah, quite a Kazakami move. Kamikaze. I said it correct there. Move there. So, Dave saying anyone thinking Arensman will be getting an offer from UAE soon. Probably. The amount of riders that UAE have signed from Ineos Grenadiers is incredible. Adam Yates, Pavel Sivakov, Narvaez. So it's turning into an Ineos team there. So yeah, we'll wait and see if anything happens. But we're still just waiting for that GC. Let's see if we've got the Mountains jersey as well. The Mountains jersey could give us a good picture if there is a slim chance of anything happening. I think we have got the GC. We have got the GC up to 4, so that's not too much. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, we have got the Mountain jersey. It's not a pretty picture if you are a fan of Lenny Martinez winning this jersey. You have it there. You've got Tadej Pogacar leading 117 points. I think that's going to be it. I don't even think we have that many points available anymore. Is it a Cat 3, the final climb in Paris? But yeah, Tadej is 13 points ahead of Jonas Vingegaard. So he actually gains 3. Jonas gains 3 points because of that last sprint he did. Lenny Martinez. Yeah, Lenny Martinez, unfortunately, 20 points behind. 20 points equaling a categorized climb that he could have won on one of the stages where he dropped back. So again, we're seeing this picture. We saw this with Pierre Roland. We saw this with many riders in the past where it comes too late. It comes too late. The commitment to the stage or to the polka dot jersey. So yeah, unfortunately, it's not going to be the French getting that jersey. I think it's a done deal. It's over. It's done. We can't really dispute that. I think not even Jonas Vingegaard can win this, if I'm honest. What we're saying as well, Peter, I honestly thought Pogacar just didn't care about winning the stage. Was just a bit sad. Yeah, he was riding quite negative that he normally doesn't. So, yeah. Kuba saying Bini fallen 3 times. Did he fall again? I didn't see anything with that. Okay, I'll try and see if I can figure something out about that. But we got stage 20 coming up. Of course, we got the recap or the stage preview coming up in a few minutes on the Cycling Dane extra channel. So be sure to check that out as well. I'll probably make it public now. But tomorrow's stage, stage 20, is going to be interesting. We'll see if we have got a GC as well before we head away. I'm still waiting for our man of Ewan. If we can get Ewan on, then yeah, it should be very interesting. On the recap race analysis available on the Cycling Dane extra channel or on the Cycling Dane podcast. But yeah, we are just waiting for that GC. If we can see what happened there. Obviously, Primož Roglic absolutely sacrificing his own chances there. We still haven't got an update here. Oh, we got a top 10. We got a top 10. So let's get the top 10 in terms of that GC. Yeah, the time cut as well was 21%. So 21%. So let's get that picture up for everyone to see. Yeah, Tadej Pogacar leading with 4 minutes and 24 seconds of a lead. Florian Lipovic 11 minutes and 9 seconds down, so you can see his advantage is now up to 1 minute and 3 seconds. That's probably over. Still always a chance, as we know. But Gal moving up one more place. So Gal moving up into 5th place, 17 minutes and 12 seconds down. So he's 5 minutes down, Oscar only. Tobias Johannesson moving up 2 places, courtesy of Roglic moving backwards. And Roglic just holds out, so he doesn't slip down into 9th, but he stays in 8th. So, yeah, interesting to say the least. Yeah, very, very interesting. So, yeah. But out of these guys, I think the GC is looking pretty set in stone now, unless anything happens to any of these riders, crashes, etc. That final stage, I don't think anything is really going to be taken out of these guys either. So, yeah, I think this is probably the top 10 we're looking at right now. I think this is going to be it. Ben Healy is going to be finishing inside the top 10, I would think. 6-minute lead down to Ben O'Connor. And yeah. But anyways, with that, that's basically it for this video. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will be doing the recap race analysis in a bit with Ewan, so that'll be available this evening, and it'll also be available on the podcast, obviously, the professional journalist from Cyclist Magazine. But until next time, thank you.